And chat. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We're doing an extra stream today because it is Danny's birthday, and we're going to hang out with him. Alright, let me join Discord call.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
I'm alright.
Hey, Alana. How you doing? Happy birthday, dude.
Thanks. Although in the world of 14, it's happy name day.
Yep.
Oh, they gotta be special, huh?
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I'm just shoving a shield into my glamour dresser, and then I will hop over to Bryn.
I've got to get my jacket glamored back up again myself. So I'll grab my character pod tickets and then go do that.
Yeah, I was a member of my static was crafting the new item level 610 sword and shield for me, because being a paladin, I have an extra item with a shield, and my god, people use that as a reason to price gouge. Like,
item level goes over 100?
oh yeah.
Item level goes up to like it's gonna get hit 700 within like a year.
Wow.
Yeah, best in slot until this latest patch was 605.
Damn.
Yeah, it's in ARR best in slot goes up to.
I missed a 987.
Nice.
Sorry, go on.
In Realm Reborn, the best in slot goes up to 130. And then in the next expansion, it's something like 270, and then I think 400, then 530, and like I forgot. It's like if you do the math, you can figure out where Endwalker is going to end. So like 660, I think, 690, something like that. Nice.
Huh. Oh, that'll be interesting. So, the fact that I'm at item level like 35 or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's just how that goes at this level.
Yeah, until you finish the Realm Reborn story, all of your item levels will match the equip level. But once you get to those patches, it'll start to change.
So, story-wise, you have to do the patches before you can do Heaven's
Yes. Because it is still part of the main story. There is. It's not as big. It's not as important with some of the Realm Reborn patches, although there is still important stuff. But once you get to Heaven's Ward onwards, the patch contents are just as important storyline-wise as the main expansions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, basically, the way they tend to work is you've got your expansion, then you have patches 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3 wrapping up as an epilogue to everything that previously happened. And
then 0.4 and 0.5 are prologues to the next expansion.
Exactly. It's a bit different for the current patch cycle because Endwalker was the big finale for everything that you are building up to now. So right now we're very much in a big build up to the next expansion, elongated more than normal. Because we're starting a brand new beginning.
So yeah, right now, like, all of 6.1 onward is all set up for whatever is coming next. Which we still don't really know what's coming up next, which is kind of exciting.
Which, it's interesting, because,
Well, we'll find out next May, statistically. If
yeah.
past experience or anything.
It's interesting, because, usually they set up, hints for 2 expansions along each patch content. So, for example,
Yeah, You're getting way too complicated. This is
yeah.
going to make sense to someone who hasn't experienced any post content before.
That's fair, but I'll just say that there was hints for Heaven's Ward's content in a realm in 1.0, and
Alana's saying that she thinks the A Realm Reborn patches were more important than the actual final boss of A Realm Reborn.
Very much so, yes.
I'd say so for the final patches, but there is also a lot of fluff in the way. With I've some fans call it the 7th astral slog. I am in game now. I am on Bryn now, by the way.
Nice. I'll join up with you in a minute. I'm going to deposit some stuff in the guild stash to free up inventory space.
Meet you in Drive, yes.
I, meanwhile, am getting some gear
you...
for my retainers, because they are at that level where they need it.
If you just double right-click an item into the guild stash, does it automatically stack?
Should, yeah.
Cool. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Kitty.
No, I don't want to die. Sorry, whoops. Okay, well I can't do that. Alright. There's Rose Pink.
I'm sure Steven would love it. Except the name.
Salmon Pink. Soot Black. Soot Black.
Steven, you have to play this game. I'd like some pink dye. Here's Rose Pink. Suddenly trauma.
How far did I get last stream? With the utmost care, and I'm suddenly blanking on what that means.
You were looking for a corrupted crystal in order to alter the etherical properties.
Right, the nuclear power quest.
Yeah, so you could get past the shield, the windshield. Okay, that sounds less dramatic than it actually is.
There's not a lot of space left in the guild stash, and all the dye is gone, so I can't stack it in.
You need to start selling stuff, dude.
I got handed all this dye. Should I just sell all the dye?
That's why people handed it to you, to
yeah.
sell it, to make money.
Well, it sells for 1 gil.
Oh, well, if it sells for 1 gil, then just vendor it.
No, he means it vendors for 1 gil. But
oh, well, then sell it to the auction house where it'll sell for more than 1 gil. Market board, right.
How much can I put in the market?
You can put up to 40 well, with 2 retainers, you can put up to 40 items at a time on the market board.
Yeah, 20 items per retainer.
I have to go to the retainer. Where is the summoning bell? There's the summoning bell.
You don't go to the market board, you go to the something bell, yeah.
Is there any dye I should do something above the vendor price at the...
All of it?
Okay.
If you're going to sell it at the vendor price anyway, just vendor it. Look at the current price thing in the upper right corner.
Yeah, compare prices. you remember you can compare prices from the little selling window. You don't have to go to the market board.
Ah, there's the compare prices button. 900 gil. I'm glad I didn't sell that for 4 apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll sell that for 100 gil.
It's...
Or no, I'll sell that for 40. Sorry, I was looking at the total, not the...
It was amusing seeing your interest in Ishgard.
That's a word for it.
I got a couple of friends who Ishgard's actually their favourite place in the game.
Oh, well, that'll be interesting.
Yep. And Polone is actually the daughter of Relga. I've been reading more of my my big ass lore book.
Yeah. Yeah, if you remember, like back at the character creation screen, they actually did explain all the relationships between all of the gods, because it is like a whole big tangled family. It's very Greek pantheon.
Yeah.
They absolutely did, but it's been months, and I have forgotten. Finish for 150.
And it also has all the whole uncomfortable parts of the Greek pantheon, as you'd expect.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one sells for 10 gil. Well, that's pathetic.
Like Althic, the god of time, came into existence first, and then Nimia the spinner appeared as a baby. So he raised her and then married her.
Yeah. And also, like, if stuff is like not selling for much more than vendor prices, it's not worth it. Just vendor it. Like I saw you just still looking at one that was selling for like 4, 5, 6 gil. Like, just vendor that. That's trash.
Yeah, fair enough.
I really need to buy some of the rarer dyes from these tribes and sell them on.
Oh shit, this one sells for a few thousand.
Yep.
Damn.
I'm proven. Yeah. Also,
Sell that for 500.
the lore explanation of how each well, I said lore, but like the explanation for how each of the tanks defend themselves is just fun. We've got paladins who protect themselves with their shields, as you'd expect. You've got the Dark Knights and Gunbreakers defend themselves by parrying attacks with their weapons, and the warriors don't.
They just don't.
Like, closest they get to blocking something is headbutting it. Like, you've got all of these like defensive bonuses where like the paladin like raises up a shield, the gunbreaker uses an enchanted shell to coat themselves in a protective ether. The Dark Knight makes a bubble of darkness to protect itself, and the warrior just gets angry enough that they don't care. Like literally, they've got raw intuition and vengeance. Is it raw intuition? Let me check. Yeah, raw intuition. Yeah, because they're more about healing themselves up afterwards rather than outright blocking attacks. Yeah, I like all the tanks, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite job.
Gunbreaker's probably my least favorite, but that's only because I've played it least. I didn't like the way it used to be set up during Shadowbringers. The amount of excess buttons for where it wasn't needed just resulted in I couldn't have my keep my keys laid out the same way as my other tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So it just felt like I was playing a DPS that needed to be hit in the face.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is kind of like their whole aesthetic.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Sorry, I'm very distracted by the motherboard.
Yeah, it's like I'm just watching you and noticing that like none of this is getting through the lore at all. This is just me listening to Dan talking right now. But yeah, this is also a part of the game.
If you just hit the minus key, you'll go to the maximum.
Oh, cool. Okay, that freed up a bunch of space in my inventory, thank God.
Inventory management is an art in this game. I've gotten pretty good at it after several years.
I mean, for me, the key to inventory management is just to kill your pack rat mentality.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the weapon chest. Now that I'm past the level where my weapon is, let me make sure I'm past the level where my weapon is. My weapon is a level 28 weapon. So let's get the level 21 through 23, 26, 30. Oh.
Might as well just go for the highest number.
Skin Targe and Lightning Brand. What? Hang on. I think that's my doctor.
Okay.
You're not muted. Having this conversation live on Twitch. Burr, 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 burr.
Been enjoying the latest extreme fight. That's been a lot of fun. It's very chaotic, and I have had very bad luck with healers. Like, one of my healers has always been my static member as a sage, but the other healer that we've gotten each time, like, it's like, why are you not healing? What we are dying. Why are you just standing there using glare?
Yeah.
It's like, oh no.
Oh, I've got the wrong menu now. Get out of here, Fighter Warrior.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to put in the code I got.
Hey, first try.
There's my book. I'll open the mug station and get this code put in. Hopefully it'll arrive quickly.
I could say sell gear I don't need, you're right. With my other retainer.
Yeah, as long as you've not equipped it and used it in combat, it's saleable.
Well, most of the
And also, actually, equipment I would save until later because there are better uses for... There are better ways to get rid of equipment later.
Ah, okay.
Like the way I mean, if you're a crafter, you decent fit for crafting materials. I'm not a crafter, so whatever. The way I usually get rid of old equipment is eventually you are allowed to sell it to your grand company dude, and you get company seals for it, and you can use company seals to get all kinds of cool stuff.
Fair enough.
But you have to actually level up your rank in the grand company to do that.
I'll do that eventually.
No, if you were any other, if you were any other race, I would have the coolest hat to give you.
Oh, damn it. The things I sacrificed to be a bunny girl.
Yeah,
Once you hit level 50, you'll get a free Fantasia. You can try something else if you want.
No, I like being a bunny
Yeah.
girl.
Law, here's a picture of a hat that I have been given via bonus code in one of my Encyclopedia Eorzeas.
Ooh, nice.
I am hesitant to use the code just because I know I won't use it. Hence why I would have been quite happy to have given it to you if I could have.
There's a mod to give Viera back a bunch of hats, but you can get in trouble for modding on stream. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that. Alright. So, with the utmost care.
Code entry.
Actually, do you want to do Zemael Darkhold first before I get back to the main quest?
Let's wait till Teddy shows up first.
Oh, true. Is he gonna show up? I haven't heard from him today.
I don't know, but you can at least do it.
I don't know if he said he was gonna be here today.
Hmm?
I don't know if he said he was gonna be here
I
today.
don't know either.
I guess we'll wait.
But yeah, it's like there's not much of a rush, so we can just hang out and keep going, keep digging into MSQ until he shows up. And if it gets to be close to the end of the stream, just go ahead.
Fair enough.
Yep. Item code, registration complete. Now I just wait.
Hey, there's Danny.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, alright. Yeah, Gossamer. I know it's a type of fabric, but I just always think of the Looney Tunes character.
Floating stone. Dude just hanging out outside the Amalga stronghold.
Oh, this isn't the Amalja Stronghold. This is where a shard of Dalamud came down.
Oh, that's cool. Oh shit, that's like a building.
Yeah, did you not get a close look during the animation of the moon breaking open? It's
Yeah, the moon is a big fortress.
well, was.
But yeah, so like the moon is an artificial thing, so like the shards of the moon are just like big chunks of Death Star, basically.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
that was no egg, it was a prison.
That's no moon.
Also, it was the Dalamud was the lesser moon in that it actually orbited the larger moon Menfina. Menfina being the goddess of the moon, so that's where its name came from. I do not remember how to get down here.
I'm at a dead end that shouldn't be a dead end.
It's because you're looking at the map wrong. It's like there are multiple layers of elevation.
Yeah, we've gone upwards and we needed to go down. Found the way forwards, I think.
On my way.
These guys think they have any sort of actual chance of hurting me. It's cute.
While we wait and see if Teddy shows up, I'm going to do some dailies and stuff on my other character, because I got some weekly stuff that I still need to finish today. I've not hit my, forgot what the new currency is called.
It'll help with these guys.
Causality. I've not hit my causality cap of the week. Used to be the astronomy cap, but now it's the causality cap.
I'll be right back. I'm getting a phone call from my mum.
Okay.
Alright, I'll kill this stuff for you.
Yeah, I'm just doing some end game gearing stuff. No,
Element is the name of Menfina's loyal hound. That's his name. Fair enough.
Yep.
Who sealed up Bahamut in it?
Or
will I find that out later?
You'll find out later, but it's probably been said before and you forgot because it's like not a big secret. It was the Allegan Empire. They are the guys who like are responsible for like half the plot, especially in a Realm Reborn. Like, where did this thing come from? It came from the Allegan Empire? Okay, got it.
Cool.
Like, there's a joke somewhere in the game where somebody says, "Ah, yes, the Allegan Empire, the cause of and solution to, like, 90% of our problems." Because, by contrast, since everything came from the Allegan Empire, that means also, like, a lot of the solutions we come up with to stuff is, like, researching Allegan tech. It's like, how are we going to fix this thing? Well, the Allegans researched this, blah, 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 and we can retrofit it to do the, you know, no battle thing.
Oh, Danny said to keep going.
Yeah, Danny said to keep going, yeah. Yeah, you can catch up while you're doing streaming stuff.
Isn't there a point where you can tell someone that brain is an Allegan conspiracy?
I mean, there's actually there is a non-zero chance at this point, to be honest. I would not put weather control beyond them.
Alright, instead of wandering back, I'm just going to teleport back to Drybone and take the straightforward route.
That is probably a good call.
Birds are an Allegan conspiracy? Well, they sure aren't real.
Yeah. The birds were real at one point, but they were replaced by the government. That is like the follow-up to that conspiracy theory. It's
Really?
Yeah.
They've followed the logic at least a little.
Yeah, well, because, like, of course birds are real, like, you can see them, but, like, how are they see them? Well, like, those are all spy drones? That's what birds are, they're all spy drones? That's what they really mean when they say birds aren't real?
Oh, yeah, I know that part of the conspiracy. I didn't know they'd followed that through to...
Birds were real? Yes, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yes, birds were real once upon a time, but no longer.
Alright, Hasaku. I see you've come galumphing back. Have you the crystal, then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambertain will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Gutter Creek Court has the birds aren't real conspiracy in it? Huh. I haven't read that in like 10 years. Alright, where the fuck is Lambertain? I think he's in here? No. He's in here. There's the bitch. My keen scholar's sense tells me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired. A corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected ether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected ether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I'm at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, woman. You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What do we need, an earth crystal? What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldesium. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise.
I return.
Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. Nope. Elegant gold piece it is. Level 49.
I did find you for a second while you were in that conversation, but my queue popped, so I'm no longer there.
But you will be later.
I will.
Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Sayana, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenosia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. I hope she thought it was amusing. It was Western Lenosia, Pharaoh Sirius, on the Isles of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamud's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Aleport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sayana's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest she think you unprepared for the task. What am I going to do with the radioactive crystal I already have?
I mean, it'd probably make a good light.
Yeah, for a bunch of people in quick succession.
See, you buy one, you supplied presents for a good dozen people. I'm a man of great moral integrity and possibly body count.
Huh. Oh, you're outside. Okay. Huh? Corrupted crystals? Madam, I've no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambertet did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sayana, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Didn't Hahasako say the same thing?
Yeah.
Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background and... Oh, God. Just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. No. 6 silver pieces.
What's up? Apologies if my current torso armor gives you a shouting flashbacks with the speed flash freezes.
Oh, ugh, ugh, ugh.
To be fair, it's the same armor that Oshfon wears.
As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharos Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Up or down? Let's try up. Aha, there we go. Just drops off of his roof in front of him. Ah, you startled me! Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this, what with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Oh, there's 3 of them.
You know, you can make that joke, but there was this one time I was in a location where I was looking for an NPC, noticed them below me, and from their perspective, I basically just fell 7 stories from the sky and immediately started talking to them about vegetables.
You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? Bloody hells, lass. Are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. Not for me. Alright.
Oh, my mail's here. To the Moogle.
Oh, wait. Alza Gamilza. The Isles of Umbra? What interest have you in that god's forsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharos Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Right, back to Sayana.
Hello, check out my new minion.
Pixel standing on top of it. Hang on. Oh, there's a little red mage Vieira. Cute.
It's Namingway from Final Fantasy IV.
Namingway was a rabbit?
Yeah, the humming.
I never encountered Namingway in 4.
Really? He's
Or I might have, but he didn't look like a rabbit.
he had more of a turban look in the original 4 version.
Yeah, that's what I thought he looked
But
like.
he was a rabbit. Same with the other Hummingways. Remember, there are rabbits on the moon.
I did not know that.
Wow. You could.
That was the whole
Final
joke.
Fantasy's
Is rabbits on the
Namingway
moon
is-
because that's like a Japanese thing.
Yeah, you could find Hummingway as a bird on the moon, and that's where you could get some really good items from for them. I believe that's where you could buy elixirs.
So all the Namingways are rabbits throughout the series?
Yeah.
Including in 9?
Though there wasn't a Namingway besides the card in 9. And the card just showed the original sprite.
Oh, I thought you took that card to a person called Namingway.
No. It was a guy who was interested in the trading card because he was researching a legend about Namingway.
Ah.
Yeah.
The whole conversation just reminded me of, I think it's like Final Fantasy IV, where there was like a long-standing point of confusion in the fandom about the ninja character. Because like his mask kind of looks like a face, and so people weren't sure what his skin color was.
Well, the 3D remakes answered that.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Lord, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Pharaoh Sirius. Elena and Danny are unable to find sprites of Namingway in Final Fantasy IV.
Yeah,
That's
the SNES
weird.
version anyway.
Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub, since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfrin, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested, after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. Yeah, I can handle it.
But yeah, this little guy I got from the first of the Encyclopedia Aussies.
Nice. Oh, it's a code that came with
With the book, yeah.
with your book.
Yeah, a lot of times merch has codes like that.
Yeah, like the real life carbuncle plushes get you in-game carbuncle plushes.
Nice. Alana has found a sprite of Namingway. Hang on. Oh, he does have rabbit ears.
Yeah, when you actually talk to him to change the name of your characters, there's a proper full head sprite as well, but I can't find that anywhere.
Huh. One second. Excuse me. I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Oh, Alana seems to have found, Yep, Alana found the head sprite.
Yeah, there we go.
And that sure is a rabbit. Oh, that's the Final Fantasy II one.
Oh no, it's still Final Fantasy IV. It's some sort of a hack. I think it might be from the free enterprise because you can get different sprite sheets from that. But it wouldn't surprise me if somebody actually tried to remake 2 using the 4 engine.
That'd be pretty neat.
Oh, and also, like, maybe it's labeled Final Fantasy 2 because it's the American Final Fantasy 2.
No, it straight up had
Varian
Oh.
guy in Maria.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the same thing you're looking at, so I don't know.
You haven't played Final Fantasy IV, Alana. You're missing out. That's a good one.
Oh no.
Tell Mimidoa I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me? Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her.
I know not everybody would agree, but I would say that every numbered Final Fantasy game is worth trying at least once.
Worth trying? Yes. Good? No. Like, 2 is the kind of thing... 2 is kind of like 8, where they experimented, and it's really cool that they did, but it didn't work.
2 is on my list of favourites, not because it's good, but because it is so interesting to dissect and take apart. Like, the programming, the mechanics, it's all fascinating. Not good, but you can tell how hard they tried. It's like a puppy that's missing a leg. Like it's not very good at running, but it tries so earnestly, and you can't help but love it for it.
Whenever I come across something like this, where the game is bad, but they were genuinely trying something new, I flash back to the zero punctuation about Mirror's Edge, and his delight that they were trying something new, and his praise for them trying that, even though the game was shit. What did Skyfrin have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench. But what was that about a man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's that bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Well, I've got fire magic, so if he tries anything, I'll be fine. He won't be, but I will.
Why is my TV screen still slanted? There we go.
But yeah, 1 is good, but limited by the technology of the time. Or at least the GBA port of it was good. I haven't played the original NES version.
The original.
2 is bad.
The original NES version
3
was
I haven't played.
broken. Like, did you know that the intelligence stat doesn't work in Final Fantasy 1 on NES at all?
Really?
Yep, so a red mage is just as powerful at magic as a black mage is.
That kind of sounds like the stat. If the stat doesn't work, it sounds like magic would be weak.
Magic basically is a fixed damage thing as a result. So it's still good for like clearing enemies, but against a boss, you're probably not going to do that much. I played through I played through the Famicom version a couple of years ago. That magic is made more useful by the fact that there's a lot of items you can get that will cast magic when used. So a lot of the time I was going into battles and having all four characters just use items to just nuke the entire opposing team.
Ah, makes sense. I haven't played 3. I bought the DS remake of 3 and I played like an hour of it, and then I realized that I hadn't got as much money as I thought I did, so I returned it and haven't played it since.
I've
4 is...
I've played both 3D version and the original Famicom version. I have 1 through 6, except for 4 on original Famicom / Super Famicom cartridges.
Nice. I used to have Final Fantasy IV, but it got stolen. 4 is great. 5 is great. 6, I'll be playing for a patron starting on the 1st. 7 is fantastic. 8 is bad. 9 is my favorite. 10 is fantastic. I haven't played 11. 12 is very good and does some very different things. It experiments in a way that is very successful. 13 is bad. I'm enjoying 14, and I have 15, but haven't played it.
I honestly think that all the Final Fantasy numbered titles are, at the very least in some way, good. Because that we kind of judge them more harshly compared to the other Final Fantasies, but if you judge them in the wide world of JRPGs in general, there is so much worse than
13?
Yeah.
Oh, that worse than a bad game is absolutely. But 13 is boring, linear, easy.
Final Fantasy IV is the most linear game in the series, if you ask me.
Here's the thing about that, and it's why Metroid Fusion is still a good Metroidvania, despite being very linear. 10 is super linear as well. You're on a fixed path. It's not about the railroading, it's about how well you disguise the tracks. Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy IV feels like an open world game. It's not. You're railroaded really hard, but it feels like you're exploring and finding new things. Final Fantasy X sweeps you along with the plot. It gives you an impetus to keep going along the tracks so you don't even question them. Final Fantasy XIII is... It tries to do what 10 does, where it's super linear and gives you an impetus to keep going, but it's just so boring. And none of the characters are likable except Saz and Fang.
Fang's awesome.
And
being likable is the funniest thing, because he's clearly not supposed to be. He's supposed to be a joke character.
No, Saz is like, he has his joke.
He has like his one moment, but like he's the dude with the afro that like is like that like screams and makes funny noises when danger happens.
But he's also got the he also has a lot of character development and a lot of depth regarding like just his his existence as a father and all of his impetus regarding that.
Yeah, like, and then the later games just ignore him.
Like, he very much did not want to be there, but he had to be for his son.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing is that like he has all this like actual relatable drama, but like he's the funny joke character who like makes funny noises when the danger happens because oh, I'm just a normal guy who's not supposed to be here. And then he has like the
Yuffie
one
has
really
character
dramatic
development,
scene,
too.
and then the rest of the trilogy forgets he exists.
Yuffie has character development too, in a serious plot that she gets involved in, with Corneo and Wu-Tai.
Yeah.
But she's still a joke character.
I mean, Steiner's a joke character as well, but again, he has honestly some of the best character development in the series.
Yeah.
I'd say Queena's the joke character of 9.
Yeah, but Queena doesn't get the development. Queena's
Well, that's true.
Queena isn't so much a joke character as a joke as a filler character.
Yeah. Worst part of Final Fantasy
Like
IX.
I like playing as with Queena because blue magic, hell yes.
I love blue magic. I
We've
love
gotten distracted
gathering
again.
skills throughout the
Oh,
game. Yeah. But Queena is just so
Yeah.
totally out there.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll just finish this off by saying, I still love Final Fantasy IV, but I can't play it anymore because every time I replay it, it is the exact same experience with the exact same party skills and everything at the exact same point in time. There is no customization or ability to just have any sort of variety or variance. It's why 5's my favourite, because you basically can't play that twice the same way.
Oh yeah, the job system in 5 is fantastic.
Anyway, we've gotten distracted.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm happy to talk about Final Fantasy in a Final Fantasy stream.
Oh yeah.
Another initiate, are you? No? Then what are you? Speak up, Missy. I can't hear you. Huh? Bugger me. Is this what I think it is? No, couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where'd you say you found
Eddie
it?
logged in.
Skiffrin, you say? Was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up Pharaoh Sirius, he was. Company sent me to supervise the lot of 'em. Weren't getting work done on their own, see. Half of 'em walked off, half of 'em ran off, and half of 'em up and vanished. Sounds like there's a siren there that we gotta deal with. What's that? You been looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidoa. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hire some sellswords and let 'em sort it out. But you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper, and he'll see you there and back. Well, that was easy. Hey, Teddy, how's it going?
It's Eddie.
You missed me handling radioactive material and then throwing it in the garbage. Wait, I'm going the wrong way.
Wow, the description that Sienna just gave that guy. Is she racist?
Okay, not in this room. Upstairs, maybe? Or in here?
It's the same lady up the slope from before.
Oh, it's Sayana. Wait, where am I? God damn it.
So I'm back,
Better than back.
and I have a cool mount.
Cool. Is that the battle one?
Yep. It's the armored one.
Nice.
Excuse me.
I still need to get the gunbreaker ones of those, but I have the other tank mans.
Yeah, I've been I've been playing a lot of Paladin lately, so I'll be getting to know which one's next.
Ah, must just be main.
So, you went and had a word with Mimidoa. I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. You mean that disgusting creature was Skifrin's superior? I find that hard to believe. But this writ of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such an industrious woman as you. I look forward to hearing of the discoveries you will make on the Isles of Umbra. Without me. Fine, fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. So, my favorite Final Fantasy is 9. Danny's is 5. What's your favorite Final Fantasy, Minda?
I'm gonna go with 12. It's an oddball choice, but I like it.
Hey,
Huh.
does 14 count as one of the options?
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, like actually 14. But,
Well,
like,
Yeah,
rank
I mean,
14, my favorite is 9.
yeah.
Yeah, 9's my second favourite, with
Also-
6 in third place.
Also, Minda, speaking of Paladin, here's a fun fact. In the Japanese version of 14, Paladin is just called Knight,
Knight.
which explains it's set in like the first 80 levels.
Mm-hmm. That does explain the problem.
Yeah.
It does also kind of feel like the devs in Japan had, oh, they've renamed it Paladin in the West. That's a great idea. Let's lean into that.
Yeah, and I feel like it gets really enjoyable once they lean into it in my IMO.
Yeah, like literally like blasts of holy light, holy circles.
My favorite visual effect from Paladin is Confiteor, with just
Yes.
the like
Yeah.
not too horribly bright light, just this blade bursting up from the ground. It's
Yeah.
very
Golden.
reminiscent of tactics, and I like
Yeah.
that.
A golden glowing blade just erupts from the ground, and then it can be followed up with raining blades, more blades from the ground, and then more blades from the ground while blades rain down.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I like it when Paladin ends up flashy at the end of its current setup.
Yeah.
Nice.
Confiteor was always my favourite skill, and then for Endwalker they took it and gave me it 4 more times.
Ha! Take me to the Isles of Umbra, she bids. As if it's as simple as... Oh, I see you've got a writ of passage.
I guess it is.
All right, then, climb aboard. Sienna is a great minor NPC. She's up there with the miner lady who's like, I heard some ghosts or something, so here's some fucking bombs. Good luck.
Oh,
Oh, hey.
bombs in this
That
game.
was a quick load.
It's not actually a different area. You're on the same map.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, like if you have flying, you don't even need the ferry skipper. You can just fly over to this island.
I do think it's technically faster to take the skipper, though.
Technically,
Oh, yeah, it's
I
basically...
mean,
instant.
it is just a free teleport, but like,
Yeah, there's also another little island at the very far west that you go to once ever, and that's only doing the optional side quests based around a beast tribe.
Hmm.
And you don't even go there on foot. You're granted a special mount for it.
They're called Myriad Tribes now, Danny.
Myriad tribes.
Yeah, the Myriad Tribes of Eorzea.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but... Oh, the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. Just runs off. Character sprites on Alana's images are different to the sprites in 4 change between Famicom and the SNES. Did they ever release the Final Fantasy IV on the original Nintendo? I don't think they did. I think that was a Super Nintendo release.
Yeah, they're They were it was originally going to be a Famicom game, but it was actually pushed to be made into a SNES release later. It's why the graphics aren't quite as good as you'd expect for, like, you know, they always pushed the buttons and had better graphics than pretty much everything else on their console at that time, but 4 is pretty run of the mill when it comes to the graphics, because it was basically just slightly upgraded.
Upscaled Famicom game.
Yeah, an upscaled, amazing looking Famicom game.
Ah, so it's an Eternal Darkness type beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's always like.
I think it looks good. It's charming.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it's like it's an interesting thing with console generations. That is like an interesting thing with console generations, where oftentimes the graphical leap from a start of a console's run to the end of a console's run is honestly sometimes more impressive than an actual hardware jump.
Yeah.
You know, like if you look at a year one 360 game versus a 2015 360 game, like that is a much bigger graphical leap than the graphical leap from the 360 to the Xbox One, in my opinion.
And just
Oh yeah, jumping from Dead Space 1 to Dead Space 2 was huge.
Yes, that's another
like-
good example.
like, I mean, like, it wouldn't be completely out there for it if it went for the what's the word, the resolution difference. Final Fantasy IX wouldn't be that crazy to see as an early PS2 game.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah, absolutely.
there are projects that have done stuff like upscale 9's textures and stuff like that, and
Noguri.
it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I showed
It
a Laura screenshot of the final boss before, well, when you're about to confront the final boss, and it's just so beautiful.
When it comes to like graphical styling and fidelity and the way that they show mastery of the system, you can very much tell that 9 and 10 were made at the same time. Like, it's just unignorable.
Yeah. Again, if it went for the resolution, some parts of 10 some parts of 9 would actually look better than 10.
Yeah, because they were used to the hardware.
I actually am not sure remaking 9 would even be a good thing, because they'd do it with higher fidelity character models.
If
They
they
already did the remaster.
If they remake 9, they'd have to probably stick with how they handled it in the remaster, which was leave stuff as it was mostly. Just make it so the character models, while they might be higher fidelity, keep them stylized. It's
Yes.
kind of like how they're making that like animated Final Fantasy IX thing, and I think they're very much going to keep in mind the sort of general vibe and style of it as they do, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything from the Final Fantasy IX cartoon, but I hope it's going to be good.
Honestly, as it, be it the cartoon or the or a remake, as long as they look like they do in the cutscenes.
Oh yeah, true. The cutscenes are higher fidelity than the main game. They could just make everything look like that.
I think the cutscenes actually aged really well, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the fact that it's stylized.
So did 10s.
Stylized graphics will always age better than attempts at realism.
Yeah, and
Like Final Fantasy IX is a cartoon. Final Fantasy X is not.
I will say
Final Fantasy IX has aged better than Final
10's
Fantasy
cutscenes
X.
aged well as long as there isn't a person on screen.
I will say that 7 stylizing didn't age very well, because that blocky look was an intentional decision to try and be reminiscent of the sprite games, and that
Love it.
I honestly I kind of find Final Fantasy
The little Lego man.
7 I find a bit of an ugly game.
I thought you were talking about the actual cutscenes, which
Oh no, I mean like just the game itself.
Yeah, the cutscenes,
Yeah,
they didn't
7
seem
is
to
not
like
pretty.
want to try to up fidelity compared to the character models too much. It seemed like the cutscenes, they wanted it to feel very fluid with the rest of the game, so it's just
Yeah.
as blocky as the rest. But I
Yeah.
think the blocky look of 7 is very charming. Kind of like how I like Tales of Symphonia's visual style, because it's blocky like a SNES game, and that very much seemed to be their intention.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII is a really big N64
Oh
game.
yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And it shows that that's where it started its development.
Yeah, because it very much has that same that telltale that telltale N64 thing where they're trying to do everything with the models without textures. Because like the N64 had better models than the PlayStation, but the PlayStation was king when it came to textures, and as a result, I think the worst models have aged better because of the better textures.
Yeah, for all that I hate the game, Final Fantasy VIII is fucking gorgeous. For being on the PS1. It doesn't look as good as 9, because 9 was more advanced and more stylized, which, as I said earlier, more stylized graphics survive better than more realistic ones, but 8 looked great when it came out.
Yeah.
It might have been one of the best looking games on the console, come to think of it.
Shall we return to a
beautiful game? Yeah, so keeping you.
Oh yeah, I should probably continue with the plot.
Yes.
I like talking about Final Fantasy with you
Me
guys.
too.
Beg your pardon, madam, but how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. I hand over the pot as if that answers my question.
Yep.
An old pot? I'm not sure I follow.
They didn't.
Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. Why do I hate 8? I think the plot gets really dumb, and it's not balanced well, and
8 is constantly creaking under the weight of its own ambition.
yeah, it tries to be a lot of things, and it fails at most of them.
I don't dislike it, but it's definitely not one of my favorites.
I like 8 quite a bit, but I am very, very aware of its flaws, and I think that its flaws do weigh it down. I feel like it tries to be too many things all at once, and the issue is that while the pieces it has are good, like, it does have a fairly good romance, but I feel like it's overweighed by the fact that it also tries to be a time travel story, and it also tries to be like an epic fantasy story, and it also tries to be a story about abandonment issues, and it's like, please call it at least one thing from that list. Yeah. Please.
Pick one.
I will forever defend the orphanage plot twist, though, because people say it's really contrived, but it's just like, well, the guy who got them all back together was the guy who ran the orphanage. He knew them. That's not some contrived coincidence.
Well, I think the contrived part is the fact that, like, they all just forgot and/or didn't mention it until like 3/4 of the way through the game. It's like weird that this didn't come up as a thing until now.
I mean,
Irvine could have said it at any
And if
point.
before then they had mentioned some amount of memory loss due to GFs, I'd have been like, okay, I see, they foreshadowed it.
To be fair, they did.
Yeah,
they did. But it was only in the text, in the tutorial thing in your desk at the very start of the game. They mentioned the memory loss there and nowhere else.
There's also mentioned a couple times in Trebia Garden as rumours spread by the students there. Apparently there were more hints in the Japanese version. 8 suffers from translation issues. Like,
that's true.
The Ultimecia's entire motivation was cut out by them just completely changing the present dealing scene.
Also, to be fair to 8's translation, it's a very poor translation, but also the devs of the game deleted the source code right after releasing it, and then handed the localization team basically the ISO file for the game.
They had to use an action. They basically had to use an action replay in order to go through the game and get the script themselves.
I'm glad media is preserved these days.
Yeah.
Just like, we released the game, source code go bye-bye. That's why out of all of the re-releases on Steam, you might have noticed that 8 has the biggest overhaul.
Yeah. Well, it's not just Steam. Like, not just Steam. Like, anytime FF8 gets ported to anything,
You have to rebuild
it's the like biggest pain in the ass to upload to Switch or PS4 or PS5 now, whenever that gets its re-release.
I
The better graphics in the PS4 version of Final Fantasy VIII were so jarring.
Yeah, eight is a Final Fantasy game that needs a remake more than others because partly because of the translation issues that fucked the story up so much, and partly because the gameplay, like, it's got good
You just need
ideas,
to remove
but
levels from the game.
like,
You got through like 3 text boxes when we said we were going to go back to playing the game.
all right. Oops.
Welcome to Lord's Final Fantasy Opinions podcast featuring special guests.
How have we not done that? That'd be brilliant.
That would be fun, actually.
That's a thought? Okay. Alright, so yeah, go through
There's
the
a
text,
thought.
Lord. Play the game. Yeah. I'm gonna go microwave myself breakfast.
The writ Master Mimidoa gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon.
Dalamu's at it again.
Aye, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that these rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance, at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Lore. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wrecks in their cargo. But those queer dead things. And that voice. Actually, the voice was quite nice. Pixel, off my screen. Thank you. Oh my god, Pixel, please. You saw him too, right? Dead people. Just shambling about without a care in the world. Except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water. God, it's that voice. That single fleeting verse. Oh my god, Pixel, please. That single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. Pixel, calm down or I will put you away. Oh, no, wait. Our quest is over here. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if... But that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? You've got a siren to kill. But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon. I was just, thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Mimidoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently, he grew frustrated waiting for the sweet young lass with skin as soft as phoenix down to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. He didn't touch my skin. I didn't let him. How does he know how soft it is? I mean, it is. Silky smooth, but come on. Hey, there's Minda. What's been keeping you in this shit? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Huh? Some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk what wander near the ship graveyard, and it stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hells. This takes me back to me days as a cannon boy, sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. Ugh, they bloody would, though, wouldn't they, brazen old biddies? Some folks said as the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in me bones as this day would come. And come it has. I'll bet me bummy or a siren's behind all this. Hey, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. I speak of the other kind, them what's got feathers and lure sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy, except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it after. Any road, 'tis up to us to stop this hell's-born hussy afore she takes another soul. Of course, we can't send you marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power o'er a man as can't hear her song. 'Tis lucky for you I carry a spare pair, and lucky for the both of us I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we'd best head over to her. To the ship graveyard, initiate.
I didn't know the siren were homestuck.
It's annoying that there's no music here.
Yeah, they're going for like the creepy, silent vibe, but it doesn't quite work because, like, it's just not creepy enough.
Oh, hey, there's music.
I don't know about you. I've got the Chocobo music playing.
Dead Man's Moan. Skeleman, huh?
Ship graveyard.
If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Does he have a mustache? I think he has a mustache.
You do.
You do indeed.
He's got a big mustache. Huh.
Big and bushy. Lalafell don't often have facial hair, but when they do, they can miss.
It's horrible.
Admittedly, mine does have a soul patch.
I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. We could kill some of the skelemen that are 20 feet away.
Ooh, this music.
Quiet! Do you hear that? 'Tis her. Well, put your earplugs in then. Look! Out over the water! She's come, Initiate! She's come! Okay, so not quite the Final Fantasy VIII Siren Summon. Quick, lass. Shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call in her thralls, and we'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it.
Hello.
Hello. Hither. Embrace. Mine everything. All. Oh, she's casting immobilizing magic on me. Okay. I'm not deaf to her titties.
I am.
Well, now that Lore's in the duty and we can continue talking, I definitely think 8's biggest issue balance-wise is that characters can gain levels. I feel like if you remove that from the game and rebalance the difficulty of enemies just a little bit so that, you know,
Yeah.
they were appropriate according to like the level of magic you had in your progression through the game, that might be better, because I have a friend who got stuck near the end and thought that what he needed to do was grind character levels, and that made the game harder for him.
Oh.
Yeah,
no.
honestly.
Yeah, the game is designed such that if you get experience, it gets harder. So it is optimal to not gain any experience.
Yeah, honestly, if instead it was just the junction system,
Yeah.
that would probably work better.
Uh-huh.
About if they ever do a remake, that's probably the way they should go, because they have something similar with Stranger of Paradise, where you don't have levels. It's all about your equipment.
I need to play that game. It
Alright,
looks
everyone
great.
come up.
It's a lot of fun. Story's kind of touch, right? But
Oh, of course. That's what's fun about it.
The story is basically what if the Kingdom Hearts writer got a hold of Final Fantasy 1, right?
Basically, yeah.
yeah,
Good way to describe it.
Oh yeah, it is a Nomura production, isn't
In the
it?
writer's defense, one story was already a time loop. So, let's be fair.
It's like, what makes you think you're capable of resisting the powers of Siren? Yeah, I'm gay. Well, move along. Move on then. Go on.
See, when you're gay, Siren is just like Brunt. A very good friend that you can talk to. I'm like, I'm listening. Hello.
Oh no, Siren's a pack hag.
Do you want to be besties?
Alright, move up. Come on.
Lena asking if her titties are playing the pipe organ.
I forgot that music. I thought it was only usually related to a certain quest, a certain story.
Let me turn the music on. Wait a second.
Alright, go and fight me
Oh.
yourself, lady.
Oh, I see. My soul to keep. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
It is playing here. That makes sense, though, given the scenario.
it did use, at least used to, I don't know, I don't recall hearing it this time, but so it might have changed with the 6.1 patch, but he also used to play when Lady Amandine got off her bed.
I think it did play in that scenario, yeah.
Oh, I'm being targeted by multiple things. Alright.
Keep in mind that you've got a button that does give you some shield in case you ever find yourself struggling with health.
Which one is that?
It's Control 6 for you.
Ah, Mana Word, okay.
Or no, it's Control 4. I always mix up the two, even when I'm playing Black Mage.
No, that's Mana Font.
Yeah.
Mana Ward is my control.
Oh, okay, so I had it right. I always get confused because Mana Font kind of looks like they're putting up a barrier.
It just ran off? It didn't fight me? Oh, come on.
Bye, I'll be the boss of something later. Bye.
I think I recall that sirens might technically be a type of elemental, but I could be wrong there.
Huh? Am I alright? I'm better than that, initiate. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse, I am. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 Watsits if we'd gutted the songstress. You can't have everything, can you? She'll not come crooning round here again, though. Not for a while, any road. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help, Bugger me, I've completely forgot your name. Remind me. Lore? Don't recall having no initiate by that name. But if you're not my old mate, what's name, why have you been so bloody helpful? Never mind. Be seeing you, lassie. That's what I do. I break things for people. Things what need to be broken.
Oh, my mistake. She's not an elemental. She's just your average Spurkin. Well, a bit more morally dubious, but... But they are just flesh and blood.
Man, there is legit nobody here but us.
There's not too much to do on them. Wait, does anybody have an elixir and a high elixir?
No.
Teddy, could you possibly get your hands on one each of those while we're here at the Alavumbra?
Sure.
Cool. Law's gonna need them.
Oh, okay. Just for a quest.
You mean it was a siren? But how are you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimidoa was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him.
We must have the biggest
Anyway.
earplugs.
I mean, the ear hole is all you need to plug. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Where'd you get it? You were standing here the whole time. Please, take it with my compliments. Alright, before we return, I'm going to take a quick break.
That's
Go to the bathroom, have a
That's
snack,
good, it'll give-
and I'll be back in a
it'll give
minute.
Teddy a chance to get the elixir and high elixir.
Is there just a little side quest on the island?
Yes.
Yeah, let me grab it.
Also, we'll need to remind Law to update his equipment because Milena gave him some gear that he couldn't equip till 48. Sorry, 49. Milena says she's got an elixir at least.
I have both. Coming to, I believe you're the closest to you is the Morbi Dry Docks, right?
No, the closest would be...
Aleport?
Yeah, Aleport.
Ah, okay.
Because we're just at Vera Sirius right now.
I really was thinking like, oh, island. That must be.
You're thinking the Island Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Mine's nearly level 9. Nearly level 8 now.
Mine's almost rank 10, and on
Nice.
Wednesday I'll have enough calorie shells to get it fully upgraded.
I was like level
Nice.
2. I went in, touched it once, and then haven't had time to play the game since then.
My
Okay.
lazy mammoths are on break. Why do they need break? They don't have biological functions.
Okay, so I actually did all the math for like the amount of labor and time that it takes mammoths to do things compared with Eorzean time. It takes mammoths 5 Eorzean days for an entire workshop of mammoths to make one chair. They are on island time. They are vibing. They are chilling. And every 100 Eorzean days, they're like, we're going to take 40 days off.
Wow.
And honestly, I support that. That's fine. I feel no guilt about making them make things because they are taking 5 days to make a chair. And it must be a good chair, because it makes me funny little currency.
Yeah, it's just it sucks because I'm going to need.
Yeah, Minda, if you haven't spent any blue calories yet, don't spend any on items.
Okay.
Once I,
I
once
don't
I
think
get,
I'm not entirely sure I've earned any blue calories yet.
Okay, yeah. It's gonna hand you some at one point. Don't spend any on the little funny items because you need them to upgrade your sanctuary as time goes on.
I'm
And that's
gonna need
the only reason I'm gonna have to wait till Wednesday is because I was like, ooh, I want shorts. And then I got the shorts, and then the game was like, hey, you need these to upgrade stuff. I was like, can I give the shorts back?
The 8.
Eorzean goals get reincarnated as a mammoth. There's a joke about Final Fantasy IX to be made there. But that would be that's a joke for later.
I'm going to need 72,000 of the blue calories in order to get all the items from them.
All the items you want later. Yeah, wait until later to spend them because, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I very much can't just rely on the weekly challenge log entry because that's only 2,000, so that'd still be over well over half a year, but probably more than that to get them via that. But I want that motorbike. And even though I find the Felicitous Fuzzball rather annoying, I will be getting the minion verse on it.
Oh, the fuzzball is great. I love him.
I'm a fan.
Like, I just love in general how the mammoths have like way more personality than you would expect.
They deserve to. I like them. I like them as living beings.
Well, I mean, we've known they have actual personalities since a Realm Reborn.
Oh yeah, because of that one mammoth.
And the thing we do with the mammoth parts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about the goldsmith quest.
Little Gigi.
Yeah.
Is an asshole.
Two sets of mammoths named, or two mammoths named Gigi.
I know, right? Like so much for the one Steam limit.
I think I hear Lore eating in the background.
Yep, crunch, crunch.
Crunch, crunch. He likes it.
Wait, my Discord is registering my headset and not my microphone? I'll fix that real quick. You guys shouldn't have to listen to me eating.
I mean, I didn't mind it too much, but I understand.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Right, you're still at a level of Black Mage where you use shields.
Alright, one sec. Voice and video. If Discord will respond.
Yeah, I was curious about the caster shields because they just disappear after a while. Like, the highest level caster shields come from a couple of the trials in AR. There's like a level 90 healer shield and a level 100.
Testing. Okay.
Which is just kind of funny.
It's a shame we can't use the scepter / wand with a shield as glamours.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of Black Mages would be carrying around that one House Crest shield that you get later.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's limited to Gladiator Paladin.
I mean, yeah, but if shields were relevant for white and Black Mages after 50, they wouldn't be.
Yeah, but there's a few things I would like glamour options. I would love it if you could get quiver glamours for archers / bards. The ability to use a different charm with your rapier for a red mage.
Mage?
Yeah. little things that they could just have as glamour offhands.
I would always have the Moogle charm in my red mage because I really love it. It goes Koopa Koopa when I pull it out, and when I put it away, it goes Koopa Ho, and I can do that over and over and not be obnoxious at all.
Yeah, like I love the chicken knife, but I'm not too keen on the little chocobo chick. If I could have a different charm on it, that would be nice. You could also have for rogue slash ninja and pugilist slash monk have the offhand
knives.
be and different horrors.
Like in
That's-
WoW, yeah.
Yeah, the obviously wouldn't need to include the stats, but it'd be lovely little.
Yeah, if you're just talking about glams, then the stats don't matter.
Exactly, and it would also be a good a much simpler way of having carbuncle glamours rather than having to do the text command, which is
Oh,
not
the
listed
carbuncle
anywhere in
glam
the
thing
game.
is so annoying.
Yeah. Oh, dancers could have different chakram as well.
Somebody invited me to the novice network. Let's just decline that.
I like how
We
Battleron
are your novice network.
Battleron has like the face app smile on that image.
Oh, are you offering me a ride in the air back to the place?
No,
Is that why you're parked here with your flying mount?
no. There's a certain place I'm taking you to. Have you got the elixir and high elixir from Teddy?
Well, he was AFK, so I wasn't trading it to him. Yeah, let's do that now. Also, I hope you like my glam.
I like your beard. It fits very poorly with with the black mage eyes.
You can wear that.
Well, not yet. Not after a certain level.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Vieira can wear that hat.
That's true. Don't worry, I can turn the eyes out. It's
Alright.
fine. See? Does it fit better now?
So the elixir and the high elixir.
I'm assuming they're a quest
Oh,
item.
excuse me. Oh, they're a quest item. I thought I was going to have to use them. Okay.
I'll invite you to party. But Melina, if you don't know what I'm taking floor to, but you said you've got an elixir, get in. It'll be good for you as well. Get in, you too. Right.
Come on in.
Also,
Melina.
it's funny that you say the black mage eyes don't
There
fit
you
with
go.
the beard because they're from the same head item.
Really?
Yeah. You can right click and try it on.
That's true. If you right-click examine me and then right-click my headpiece, you can try it on.
See how it looks on you.
I will once we get to our destination.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to target people inside of the cart.
You can
Mantis King. Wow, that's a big boy.
You can always click on the party list.
No, if you click through the party list, you can only look at their search info, not directly examine
Well,
them.
if you click on the party list, though, it'll put their health bar on screen, and you can click on the health.
Oh, big brain, yeah.
There it is.
A magic pot. What are we going to get from this?
Oh,
Aside from attacked by everything else in the area.
let's just get this bird.
All right, magic pot. Give me an elixir. Wind up moon and wind up sun. All right, and I guess. Oh, can I turn elixir and high elixir into this guy one after
Yep.
the other?
The wind up moon and wind up sun, the minions, and when you summon them, they actually emit light, which when you press scroll lock to hide the menus, it also hides the sun without or the moon without hiding the lighting.
They use this to light their character before G-pose was added to the game.
Interesting. Also, I was given 5 elixirs. Do you want the other 4 back?
It was literally the smallest amount that came in on the market board, which is just the easiest way to grab them.
Fair enough.
Was it 1 high elixir though? I'm guessing.
Yes.
Right. Do you mind if I have an elixir so I can get one?
Sure, Danny. Where are you? You are under picture. Danny. Trade.
Brilliant. Dankeschön.
Alright, Teddy, I want to look at thing.
Sure.
Examine. Try on. That's very silly.
This game has a lot of silly. It's fun. There's one time.
That is not worth it. Getting to wear a hat is not worth having that on.
I mean, if you click to put the rest of your clothes back on, it probably looks a little bit less silly. It's the little blue figure icon below your visual thing. But yeah, I like the funny little head.
There was the one time my free company went into
one of the
one of the
when one of the story missions was 8 players instead of 4, 7 of us queued up into it, so that there was the one person and they were just surrounded by a bunch of silly dwarves.
Yeah, we went in as basically like dwarven Chippendales. Like just skimpy outfits and dwarven hats.
Huh.
Previously, we also went in as brightly coloured animal mascot costumes. I was a frog.
Nice.
Purple one. With a rabbit body.
I gotta keep killing things. I'm overcome by strange
I'm not getting
impulse.
any EXP. Is it because you guys are so much higher level?
It's because you're so much higher level.
Yeah.
You're like 5 levels higher than anything in this area.
It's because I'm killing them and I'm level
yeah,
80. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm getting literally 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because of Teddy.
It's because Teddy was involved in the combat. As long as I don't hit anything, you'll get experience, but I was hitting things, so.
Gotcha.
It's like you're over leveled anyway, you don't have to worry about XP.
Yeah, but I like gathering it.
Yeah, I'll trim the party back down now.
My brain did a funny little misread and misread accept teleport to airport as accept airport to airport.
Except airport to teleport.
Ugh.
Except ale and port. He's just drunk.
Okay, Lore isn't too far off from the next instance.
I did offer you teleports back to airport, by the way, which is where the next.
Oh, there it is. It didn't pop up in the middle of my screen.
You can get a good look at Pharaoh Sirius from up here.
Also, Laura, I hope that you don't think the dwarven headpieces are too silly, because I am going to make one for each of the roles once I have everything to 80 as a glamour.
You never said silly's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you! Welcome back, Lore. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say. And, more importantly, alive! You are alive, aren't you?
Good question in this world.
Aha! The conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Lore. Seldom If ever have I encountered a corrupted crystal comprised of such a volatile overabundance of fire-aspected ether. Of course. We need earth ether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspect ether to counteract the effects of a raging wind? Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose.
This is one of the quests that I think desperately needs cutting down as a quest chain.
Why did Leader Taint send us to this girl if he knew we were trying to break down a wind wall? Did he not know that it was...
I mean, you're the one who talked to her. Why didn't you mention exactly what you were hoping?
Well, yes, that's also true, but Leader Taint sent us here.
You see, it's because they were developing the game in under a year, and they really needed to pad out part of the story so that they didn't have to make too many new assets.
Don't fret now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice-aspected ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Huh? What's with that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time you didn't use that warded pot of yours to protect yourself from this crystal's energies. Hedon's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Now imagine like 3 or 4 other quests in between this and the next one that have since been cut. Oof. Oof.
And it's still...
Why, you ask? Well... let's just say that it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It has been a pleasure, Lore. Come back and see me sometime, alright?
Back and see me sometime.
You want a cup of joe together, or what are you offering? Alright, to Gridania. That's right, Mouso or Leviathan. There is so much to do in this game.
I see you spotted that as well.
There's so much.
I'm sure I'll do a stream or 3 eventually of me just going back to the start and doing all the side quests as low-level classes.
If it's something you'll enjoy doing, go for it.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to get through the flavor of the area.
I think I did that for like a couple of the areas before I was just like, okay, back to other things in the game.
Random person gets it, hell yeah. Because I said so much indeed.
There's so much. I'm like in the process of leveling a bunch of my stuff from 70 to 80, and I have like 4 options of ways that I could do it. To the point that I feel like I'm neglecting one of the options.
Greetings and salutations, Miss Weaver, I presume. Sayana informed me of your adventures in Ailport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Though, as Professor Lambertaint is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the Twelveswood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Oh, is one of the Ixal carrying it, or is it embedded in a treant or something? Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Twelveswood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his guts. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You couldn't care less about all this, could you? Well, I stopped caring when you said giggity, so... To the point then. Giggity. seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart, I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion.
Your delivery. Right. Jesus Christ.
Which time?
Every time. Just that long pause and then...
Yeah, most Spriggans tend to have names with the word icky in them.
That is true.
Spriggans are definitely a type of elemental. They're,
funny little guys is what they are.
Yeah, they look like little fair balls, but their soul is actually within the stones that they carry.
They're probably... They probably have, like, the same root origin as the little soots from Spirited Away.
Yeah,
They're probably based on, like, the same Japanese myth of whatever soot monster thing.
Yeah, the fairy part is effectively a decoy. They're basically...
So kind of like the sand golems in 9.
Kind of. They're, they're basically Wobbuffet.
Ha! Oh wow, I am booking it through this area. I guess I've done the speed up quest. Or quest.
Yeah, at some point you hit the part in the MSQ where you can boost your mount speed.
Yeah.
And you teleport to the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, you could have just used the
White Gate.
Yeah, the White Wolf Gate via the Ethernet system. You have to go up the gigantic tree trunk. Oh yeah, that works. Do you want to know about my favourite Spriggan in the game?
Sure.
His name is Ziggy. He has an attack called Stardust.
You'll meet him later.
Cute.
This is my cozy glam.
Or when you're comfy.
Yep.
So does the chair have a walking animation, or does it just wobble?
It just floats. The description of that mount's fun. It's like it mentions about how it was advertised as being the very chair that the great Archon Louis Soir himself once used. Turns out it's just a chair from a Sharlayan library. It's enchanted to float because
Oh, these are the Spriggans, right?
It's enchanted to float because somebody got lazy and didn't want to have to climb a ladder to get to the high shelves.
Yeah. What's funny is, like, this isn't even the only flying chair mount here. I'll pull out the other one.
Cute.
I'll...
That one's more Lala sized.
A lot of the flying mounts that don't look like they'd be able to fly are actually have a lore explanation that they are lined with a type of plant called cloud's breath that is highly saturated with wind ether, so it makes it effectively lighter than air and
able to fly.
Ah, here we are.
yeah.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Glittering jig. Oh, give it a buff. Not that it helps.
Back to New Gridania.
Yeah, Cloud's Breath is yeah, like you mentioned, it's from airship voyages, and it's actually used to craft to craft the flying chair that Minda was using, and also the flying bed.
You need to actually level up Carpenter just to get the flying bed.
Yeah. I actually got given that by another player who was just really thankful for all the advice and help that I'd given them as they were going through the game, and they just wanted to give something back to me, which was really
You can actually
sweet.
buy the flying bed without being a Carpenter.
They actually asked to they checked that I didn't have it, and they'd asked a friend of theirs to craft it for them.
Oh.
Well, for me, I suppose. It's really nice of them.
Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in masturbating.
Oh my god!
Wait, what is that? What is that god's awful smell? My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh, and I also see you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. It kind of just appeared in my inventory, man. I don't know what to tell you. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. So, did I get rid of my pot? Shouldn't I pop this into the pot? Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought. One overflowing with earth-aspected ether. Oh my fucking god! Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected ether, worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught.
So somewhere in my Discord, I have like a screen cap that is just like that screen cap with the caption, and that's when I killed him, Your Honor.
Interestingly, part of me reading through the Encyclopedia Eorzea, you actually got to the bit where it had information on the elements, and there's a reason why you had to get Ice Elemental. Is explained in here. There's 2 sort of triangles listed for the elements. There's the 3 conquests where earth grounds lightning, water,
Water and fire.
It's like Pokemon, basically.
Water conquests earth, and lightning boils water. Whereas there's the 3 submissions where fire is extinguished by wind, ice is melted by fire, and wind is obstructed by ice.
Well, that's a bit flimsy.
Yep. But
You could also see wind as kind of a, sort of like livelihood of the earth, in a sense. Wind is kind of a grassy element to a degree, and you could always see it as nature is frozen over by ice.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of like lore on how the elements interact and
Yeah, it's
whatever.
good stuff.
But yeah, it's nice how it's nice that they are very consistent about this kind of thing.
Alana went completely insane when he joked about that. Yeah, I don't blame you. That motherfucker.
He just smiles at you and is like, hey, what if I was frustrating? Haha. Now is not the time.
And that's when Thorn became a Dark Knight. Yeah.
I mean,
Hedon has neglected to return to you your corrupted crystal. Uh-oh. Beg your pardon, Lord. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Yep, I'm waiting, tapping my foot. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertate. Something about a man named Marx? Apparently, the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down.
oh, by the way,
It occurs to me... Yes?
Marquez is a reference that you don't actually know yet. It's obviously not going to be a spoiler that there's a Cid in Final Fantasy VI, whose full name is Cid Marquez del Norte.
Huh. cool. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? Why? Do you want in? 'Twould reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Hey, as long as your conscience is clear, man. Nope, I want to use the Ethernet, not pay 70 gil to teleport. Oh, did I start the quest from about there in Gridania?
Yep.
Yep.
This whole journey started from the Gridanian airship. That's what you can teleport to. You can teleport directly to the Gridanian airship place, but you're like 10 feet away from there. So at this point, so whatever.
Do I go downstairs to get there? I can't
Yes.
remember.
You need to take the stairs themselves though, because you can't just jump off, because the bit underneath the balcony is an area you can't actually access. Well, almost can't access. I don't know why you can't come back here.
Where they hide all of the secret demons.
Those are the best things. They taste delicious.
Alphino, let's talk to you first this time. Why do you tarry, Lore? Our work is not yet finished. We must press onward until the Harpy Queen lies broken at our feet. Yeah, I'm getting on with it. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Lore. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Lore. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. But mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do.
This is my favourite scene at this point.
Keep forgetting to sell my Allegan pieces.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And it is time to party up for Garuda.
Oh, already?
Yeah, this is it.
You say alright as
When I
if you
look at
didn't
her-
just go through a shit ton of padding to get here. I promise later expansions aren't as padded, I promise.
Yeah, here I'm already on this character, so I might as well come along as my Lala.
When I look at her, I feel as though I've come home. I can think of no other way to express it. I'm trying to quest her. According to my tests, this device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... Mayhap it is better that we remain positive.
Well,
Lore, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan. for everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand.
Possibility of that thing, you know.
I mean, at the very least, if we turn into a medieval nuke, we'll take out Garuda with us.
There's 3 to 6 of us, and we don't know if that's going to be enough.
She's ready.
Oh, voice acting.
Yeah.
Ah, she stirs.
Alphino, you are like 12.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda.
So is Sid old, or is he
He is
just
34. This man is 34 years old.
Oh my god. The power of God in anime keeps him young.
To be fair, I think the white hair is like a genetic trait.
White hair in this game.
So he's
so
Alphino's
common.
dad, is what you're telling me. To Kurthus.
Enterprise, engage.
Oh, alright, that's cute. Is this ship called the Enterprise in Japanese?
Yes. So.
Does that line exist in Japanese?
It might, I mean...
Or is that an English translation Star Trek
I'm
joke?
not sure.
I do know that they've been making both Star Wars and Star Trek jokes for a while in the series in both languages.
Yeah, Star Wars stuff has been going on since 6.
Even
Star
before
Wars.
that, I think.
Final Fantasy II was just Star Wars, but fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a long conversation to be had about how weird age is in this game, but we can save it till like after the cutscene.
Da, 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 da. He's got a bindi?
Damn it.
Nope.
I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
I'm the same age as this guy. What the fuck? Y'shtola is 23. She was also 23
Just
5 years ago.
how long
and her
have
little
I
sister
worn
is also in the
these
game as an
damn
NPC, and she's like
goggles?
35.
No, she's.
Oh, she's lying about her age. Okay.
Her little sister's about 24. Yeah. Ah, 25, right. There we go.
Okay, that's a goofy Marty McFly jacket.
Yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days.
You look so dumb. I hope nobody followed your trend.
The young prodigy, admired by all.
Sid pre-HRT.
Exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young
Aw.
student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter?
All genetic guardians have the little bendy thing. Nero had one of the cutscenes you've seen with his helmet
It's
off. I completely missed
It's
that.
a third eye.
Huh.
You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
He looks much more 29 without the beard.
It looks really weird without the beard at this point, though.
Oh, definitely. Much better design with the beard. Am I about to go back in time and hand him his goggles?
Nah, this is just metaphorical,
Ah,
sadly.
yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
They had him his goggles. You gave him HRT. He has a beard now.
However, if
Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home
if
to
you're
so
on
many
a legacy
manner of
character,
people, each with
this
their
is
own
where he
hopes and
remembers you.
dreams. People worth saving,
Oh.
and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove
Also worth
that there
noting,
was
there's a middle
another
lens in
way.
his goggles for his eye when he puts them on his forehead.
And it all began
Yeah, I
that
noticed
day
that.
when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye.
And I'm sure you're staring at me with it right
Perhaps
now.
mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
It's a good ship, man. And a good mission.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden.
What?
I remember
Alphinaud.
everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. come. It would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Hell yeah. Let's go visit the blessings of Rauger on this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm not going to call him Alpha Nod.
Yeah, it's not meant to be Nod.
Me when I'm alpha nodding.
All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Lord, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Howling Eye is now accessible.
Yeah.
Right,
So I've only got DPS. Who's going to be the other DPS? Who's the tank and who's the
Looking
healer?
at our party right now, it looks like Danny will tank, I'll heal, and Minda will be physical DPS. Does that sound
Cool.
about right?
yeah.
Oh, Minda's muted. Alright, well, I'm down. Does the party leader have to initiate this? Or
Yeah,
can
I can. Do you want me to minimal item level?
Yes.
Right.
I'd also say you could pass party lead, or you could pass party lead over to Lore, or you could just give him time to read the funny little description before we queue in.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Right, here is the promotion to leader. I was going to say pardon my
Howling
is an accent, but they don't actually have French accents, they just have French names.
With the aid of the Enterprise and its legendary captain, Sid Garland, you have broken through the swirling winds that shield the Howling Eye. Yet the challenges you have surmounted pale in comparison to the one that awaits you beyond the gates. At long last, the end is nigh, be it Garuda's or your own. I'm a little disappointed that it didn't have a cutscene of us breaking through the wind wall.
You don't have that kind of budget yet. Kind of like how during the Black Mage Quest they're like, wow, look, the rock you're holding is glowing and doing all this intricate stuff, and the actual on-screen visuals is just you talking to them.
Why are you two in here? You can't fight. Get out of the way so you don't die while I fight this
I
thing.
don't want them tempered.
Also that. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Doesn't Alphino have the echo? It's just Sid that would be tempered.
Alphino does not.
Your insolence Alphino does not,
you.
huh? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, Landwalkers. 12 preserve. She's huge. Can't just comment on a lady's weight like that, man. Come on. I know you're 12, but you gotta learn manners some point. As I live and breathe. Oh, a bunch of Ixal. Over there. Look. Oh, these guys are about to get tempered by Garuda. Amalja and Kobold prisoners. But why would the Ixal bring them here? Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Slay the unfeathered ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda they will serve. No, you two back the fuck up and get out of the way. Leave the XL to us. You can't fight. You're a crafting class. We will keep them distracted while you deal with
You're
them.
just gonna kite them. They're gonna run around. They're gonna pop sprint.
Oh, they're gonna be Wedge in Final Fantasy VII Remake then.
And
Do not fail, Lore. Remember, you fight for the Scions, for Eorzea, in that order.
we've seen some crafting classes do interesting things. You'll see eventually.
There.
This worm would die by mine own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. Oh, uh-oh. She is kind of hot. Oh, I like the music.
Yes. Surfing at work. Also, in case you're curious, yes, Garuda has like 20,000 sims.
Has 20,000 what? I can't hear you over the music. Speak louder.
Simps.
Oh, Sims. Okay.
So, what I want so badly is, I don't know if you remember a couple sessions ago, you went, Garuda's a woman? And I want somebody to just, like, take that clip and then smash cut to one of the many, many shots of that's just, like, Garuda's boobs perfectly framed in front of her face.
Garuda booby moments.
Somebody get on that.
Ruby.
Alright, I'm ready. You guys
Let's
ready?
do this.
There.
Oh, I'm downgraded to Thunder 1. Damn it.
So there are funny little rock pillars here that will block your line of sight to Garuda, so if you're ever hiding behind them, keep in mind that you won't be able to cast at her as easily.
You do need to hide behind those for some attacks.
Yeah, at some points. Alright, this is minimum item level. I actually need to keep a close eye on your health.
Oh, get behind rocks.
Great.
Take out the feathers, they will destroy the rocks and we won't have a hiding place.
Your AoE is great for this situation.
Oh, they're all dead already. Alright.
Yeah, they have very little health, fortunately.
Okay, ready to run.
Alright, that's not quite the rock moment yet. I always get distracted when she goes to the middle. I'm like, alright, this is rough.
Yeah.
Alright.
We've got razor plumes. Do we have to deal with
Yes.
those?
Give them a quick bop and they should die.
I'm going to take her over to this rock since it's already damaged, so it doesn't matter if it takes that much more.
Speaking of not mattering if you take more... Oh, you're out of my line of sight because of the rock. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh, cliff cast raise. Focus heal Minda so that they don't die unless they happen to get hit by a cleave or a tank thing.
Oh, now we need to hide. Because the reckoning comes.
Oh, shit! She broke all the rocks.
Yep. That, if you went behind a rock, that would have killed you.
You'll want to come inward, Lord. Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks for yanking me.
No, what's the wind pushing
Oh,
you?
dead!
Oh, Garuda minimum item level is more challenging than I anticipated.
I am super
Yeah,
dead.
once my Swift cast is off cooldown, I'll get you back up. Alright, I'm at levels where free cure is relevant. Forgot about that. feel like once per stream I prove that I'm not a good healer by letting the tank die when it's dead.
No, 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 no! Is what Danny says when you kill him.
I could probably do with a bit more mitigation, to be fair, since it's minimum item level. I think we're both at fault.
Bulls, yeah.
What? How in the hells? This is my realm! You have no hope here. None. None! Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? Yes. Oh shit, I didn't put the level 49 accessories on, you're right. Remind me when we get out of here. She hasn't tried to temper us yet. Oh, nope, she's about to. Run. Alphino, Sid, get the fuck out of here. My power is limitless. My children, legion. And they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me. Their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning, mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith.
Pointy nose.
Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. Of course, worship. So long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. Again, you are a crafting class, and I have no idea what the 12-year-old is.
I believe he's 16, but
No harm will come to you, my children.
Ella's will have the growth spurts later.
This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon, the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then will I take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine. All mine! The Garleans show up and just kill her. You, Landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins. Not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. Yeah, good luck with that, but, Alphino? Sid? Go out of the arena right now.
Yeah.
No, no, I claimed you. You should be mine. Somebody get me the Garuda fight music. If you could.
Okay.
I might use that as the
Pre-stream.
intro to the next stream.
I think it's What Angel Wakes Me or something?
No, What Angel Wakes Me is way later.
You're right. Let me check.
Wait, how did I just kill her? Did I just reflect the tempering?
It's Fallen Angel. And yes, effectively.
You played Uno reverse card.
There you go, sent it.
Thank you. And that's all 6. Somehow.
I knew it had Angel in the name.
What are you? What have you done to me? You're my thrall now, bitch.
Imagine.
No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Bonus of 300 experience points and 2,700 gil has been awarded for swift first-time completion of duty objectives.
Where do we want to post
Thanks.
for the
Yeah,
picture
that's
in this
actually a
20
nice amount of
vortex?
gil.
Why don't we do it with this staff in the back behind us, this signpost behind us?
Nice. See if I can find a good pose. Oh, I might use /lean. Give me a second.
You are
Yeah,
right
I'm
in
trying
front
to
of me.
find a better position for that. It's hard. Oh, maybe if I kind of face myself this way, and then Danny has me face the camera, I'll be like leaning and looking towards the camera.
You are inside me, and I see you trying to run, but you're holding still on my screen.
Fidgeting. There we go.
Small movements he's doing.
How about this?
Looks good. Oh yeah, I should put my accessories on.
I look like a child. You brought a child to this fight.
I'm gonna have to do some lighting shenanigans because this lighting is terrible for screenshots.
It really is.
I may use a Garuda screenshot for the thumbnail of this video just to attract eyes to it, but it's good to have the every dungeon pose.
Yeah, it's a nice record.
How's this one? You and me in practically the same pose.
What are you doing in that pose, Minda? Are those nunchucks?
They're tonfas. Bladed tonfas.
I take it that's approval then?
Yeah, I like it.
I'll share it with the...
I might like it more than a Garuda screenshot. Actually, that looks really good.
But yeah, that's me doing like a DBZ power-up, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have me face the camera. Oh well.
Yeah, monks.
That's fine.
That was considered you facing the camera. It only
Where
changed
did you
your head.
start the camera at?
It only turns your head.
That's interesting because I got us in different poses, and I got my head facing the camera.
Yeah. Now, monks are very DBZ in this game. It's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
You should see Elixir feel. It's literally just a Kamehameha at the floor. Ooh,
Well, and also, like, question for Danny and Teddy. Have you done like the updated solo instance at the end of ARR?
No.
No,
I have
not
to
yet.
do a whole bunch of the New Game Plus just to do that. I don't have that patience.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like, well, you're going to get to see Lore do it eventually. Danny, you're going to get to do it yourself, but doing that as a monk.
Oh, I got cutscene.
Why do you
I got cutscene.
Why do you not die?
Well, you didn't try to temper the ones who could be tempered, you idiot.
We've done it. Impossible it is. Kill you all.
Is that all? Oh, Lady of the Vortex. Oh, mighty
I knew it. The
Garuda.
Guardians are here to save the day.
Of all primals, the most terrible.
Oh, rich
I
cat.
say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day?
Killing a god. Keep up.
I...
Well, I shall accomplish far more.
That's a nifty tool. They were tempered. It's not like anything could be done with them.
That all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you!
Oh, the Guardians are tempered. Or no, it's Hydaelyn. Right, that's how they talk about Hydaelyn touching me inappropriately.
Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty Freed brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
Show me on the doll where Hydaelyn touched you.
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to.
I thought you couldn't retemper somebody. Interesting. Oh no, she's sucking their souls out. No, she's summoning a freaking Titan. Oh, yup, she sure is. Uh-oh.
He really looked at their gods and was like, my besties now.
This is such an important
No.
scene.
No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
We still haven't dealt with Leviathan. Alright, Gaius. Show us what you got.
Yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
I was not expecting Garuda to be as cool as she is. What a good villain. Oh? What is this? Oh.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire.
That's a weapon. Oh shit. Oh shit. That is a weapon. Well, this is double plus on good.
It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
Oh, just caught her out of the air. Damn. Oh, just fucking chomp on her. All right.
Magnificent.
Bit her head off.
It exceeds all expectation.
Oh, these
With
tower
each
ships look so
primal
dumb.
it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time.
Oh, I wouldn't
If
say
your
that.
leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender.
Who are you talking to?
Your
Just
skills
up here in the
are
airship like,
impressive,
what?
but they will not be enough.
What? Oh, he's flying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's fucking off. All right. Well,
12
we
have
solved one
mercy.
problem,
What chance have we against such an ungodly creation?
but we've got a whole nother
And
one
who
now.
was that
We
armored
solved it,
devil?
or did the Galleons?
Okay, fair. Well, we weakened Garuda for the Garleans to take
Garleans
on.
gave us a funny little replacement problem.
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius. Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
Probably in one of the hells.
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat.
Yeah, mission
While I
accomplished.
take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side. For the time being, at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions.
With who?
All is not yet lost,
Weren't
my
the old
friend,
Scions
for we bear the light,
particularly chosen?
and shall surely lead
They
our
were just
people
good at what
from
they
the
did.
darkness.
Aside from Minfilla, who also had the Echo.
I mean, at least Y'shtola and Thancred had the Echo,
Nope.
too.
Nope.
Nope, neither of those did.
Why did they plan to come along to the Primal fight?
Well,
then? That's very
they
dumb.
didn't.
An investigation of the primal fights, not for the fights themselves.
Thancred was talking like he should have been there to help when...
That's just good
fought.
old-fashioned, like, survivor's guilt.
I wish I'd been there to help.
Yeah.
Even if I couldn't have done anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's not like a literal, I could have actually done something if I had been there. It's just like, sorry.
Gaius is an interesting character. Would you like to know what he did in 1.0?
Sure.
His appearances were sporadic, but the biggest one he had was when Neil Vandanus was bringing down the moon as part of Project Meteor. Even though she, like he, was a legatus in charge of one of the legions, hers was the 7th, his is the 14th. No, the numbers, they're a little bit of a hint at what was going on. Gaius, despite his...
Right, because 7 was Meteor.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, the 7th Legion brought down the meteor. It's a nice little...
Yep.
I see what they did there.
Yeah, Gaius himself appeared before you. He shot at you, and then one of the whichever scions you actually befriended first, they'd show up to protect you. Like Thancred would cut the bullet. Ida would punch the bullet.
Still up with the barrier, I think.
Yes, and then there was this really cool fight scene where it was him against all of them. Before he kind of subdues them all, but then stops and basically says, "Stop, Nail. I do not want this kind of destruction, this devastation.
Yeah.
What is the point of conquering Eorzea if there is nothing left to conquer?"
Yeah, he's a funny little freak that believes in, like, imperialism just because of the merit of military might. He thinks that if you drop a meteor on someone to take over their country, there's no point.
He's lawfully evil instead of chaotic evil. You can sum it all up into he's lawful evil, not chaotic evil. That's kind of the end of that conversation.
I kind of say that he's a good man led astray by terrible societal
I've seen the
pressures.
cutscene where he fights all the Scions. It's actually a pretty cool fight scene from 1.0.
He's basically egalitarianism if egalitarianism is in a circumstance where military might is the merit they believe in.
Interesting.
And prior to 1.0, basically Gaius and Darnus were basically competing for the approval of the fucking Emperor for their plans, and the Emperor was going back and forth on if they wanted to do Gaius's way or Darnus's way, until there was a big old event where Gaius tried to imperialize a certain lake area, and a big fuck-off dragon monster exploded their ship and themselves. And that's when the Emperor was like, okay, we're going to destroy it.
Yeah, we saw that in the flashback. We saw that in the flashback. In fact, it was during the same quest, the Gridanian Envoy, you saw that flashback to the Agrius getting attacked by the dragon, where he says it was too severe a loss for what we did. But in that scene, in that quest, you also see a scene of the weapon that was just seen there being carried in the background.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Part.
Sorry for all the rambling, though. We don't mean to keep you from progressing MSQ with our excitement.
No, hey.
Yeah, well, this is all background stuff that's kind of important to like context anyway.
I like hearing the history of 1.0.
Yeah, you got to admit that was a really damn cool scene we just went through.
It was cool, yeah.
That weapon didn't destroy those primals, it devoured them. Gods only know what else it can do. Alright, Alphino. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Lore. Oh yeah, just one thing. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. No, tell me what you thought you saw. Come on. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists. Truly, a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. I'll take the Allegan gold piece.
Don't forget to put on your any little accessories.
Already did. It is past time that we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Okay. Now that we've done that dungeon, let's do the other two dungeons we have waiting.
Yeah.
And then I'll have to get off so I can go get my medicine before the pharmacy.
Maybe one dungeon today and another dungeon in the middle of Saturday's questing if you get frustrated with the pace. Otherwise, we can just do it after the
pacing in this last chunk of the game is pretty good. I think we should do both dungeons at the same time.
I could get a maximum of 6 minutes to get out of the duty I'm in right now. Before we do the dungeon, that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Plus, I won't be here next weekend.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like the story goes along at a pretty good clip from here on.
Good.
Good. Alright, well, I'm going to head to Zemael Darkhold to unlock this one.
And I think the last one is that unlocked at starting at Vespa Bay.
Yeah. So Prey returns to...
sorry, Notengles. This is, I believe, a four-person dungeon.
They're all 4 persons,
so
yeah.
Yeah, Danny, Teddy, Minda, and myself are the
We've got our 4 persons.
Yes, Prey returns to the Waking Sands to find another dungeon to unlock.
Oh yeah, the kick-ass music in this place.
Yeah, you say that and I've just got the fat joke about the music blaring. That is fantastic. But yeah, you should be able to get, you probably won't get through a dungeon per se next weekend, but you should be able to get all the way up to the final dungeons unlocking.
And that'll be a good thing to start the next stream that you can be there.
Exactly. And I can catch up during the week.
Yeah, well, like the
Someone needs to feed these wolf pups. Holy shit, that thing is stick thin. It's starving.
The final dungeon is actually kind of like a series of dungeons, and it starts with a solo duty. So depending on like when exactly you get there, like capping off next week's stream with the solo duty would probably be a nice climax.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, and you'll probably want to fiddle around with Red Mage to see how that feels, since you are you're definitely going to hit 50 today.
That's true. All right, I am now available. What roles is everyone on?
I'll stick to melee DPS.
I'm magic DPS.
All I can do is be hit by things.
Yeah.
I will go healer. This time, let's see if I can do a dungeon run without letting Danny drop. I promise I can do wall-to-wall pulls in current content, guys. I promise. I'm not bad at healing.
You know, considering the Aurum Vale is literally just around the corner from here, we probably should have picked up the Aurum Vale quest first.
Oh well.
Welcome to Zemael Darkhold, built to withstand all Dravanian ploys and plans. These were natural caves behind me until House Zemael began to enlarge, connect, and fashion them into a stronghold. Alas and alack, the void sense struck, interrupting the work. Alas! Then, in the confusion, Garleans infiltrated the keep. Alack! All in all, 'twas a fine mess. The Garleans were eventually forced into retreat, of course, but the void scent remained. And so the fortress goes uncompleted, a home for abominations. Woe, woe is us! Yet the war with the dragons rages, and we have no nights to spare for this noble mission. Even I am here strictly on a very long lunch break arranged by Sir Carolo.
I shouldn't have been as funny as it is.
Sanctorum asks, you can unlock Red Mage before beating 2.0?
Yes, you're just going to be level 50 and you have to own Stormblood.
Yeah. As long as you own the expansion, you can unlock all of the job quests. Like, in theory, you could unlock Reaper, which starts at level 70 before finishing ARR.
If you were insane.
It would be difficult to level up a character without finishing the story, but it is theoretically possible.
You either bought a level skip or just did a lot of roulettes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Please, see to these abominations, Madam Adventurer, Madam. I have much prowess with the paperwork, should you require aid of that sort. Why do they have you guarding this place? Is it because they don't think anything will come out and fight you? Because you certainly aren't the type to be able to survive that.
A very busy lunch break for her.
Zemael Darkhold. Alright, let's invite Teddy.
Hooray.
I don't know if I don't think it's a dungeon that drops us off outside afterwards. Otherwise, I'd suggest we pick up Aurum Vale first.
Yeah, no, it's not. This is just a side quest, so it'll just it'll just drop us wherever we leave. Yeah, we'll actually have to trek to Vesper Bay to pick up the Aurum Vale unlock.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought there was something nearby that Danny was directing me to.
There is, but we need to go to the pickup to unlock it is at Vesper Bay.
Oh, alright. Alright, Vesper Bay, take it.
Well, you have the training.
The 1.0 version of Zemael Darkhold involves going in and killing Nail von Darnus. It's only after you get out that you show your superiors the Legatus mask you got off the corpse and get told, no, those are a dime a dozen at Party City or some shit.
I didn't know about that one.
Armvale is such an experience for new players and old players. So we've got a tough one coming up.
Yep.
Used to be tougher than it is now, but even now it's still tough.
There's a me.
Elaine is who we need to talk to, right?
Nedrick.
Whoever the blue, just look for the blue question mark.
Wait, what is?
Well, there was a second one.
I'll pick that one up too, because it might be something.
Level.
I can't take 2 steps around this place without hearing lore this or lore that. Why, it's as if you're some kind of God's damned hero. Yes, I'm glad you noticed. That's me. But I jest. Even I can see that you're just itching to find a new battleground to hone your skills. Fortunately, I know just the place, the Aurum Vale. Head southwest through the central highlands of Kurthus and seek out a man named... and tell him that Nedrick sent you.
Well done, Mark.
We won't be able to hand in the one from Elaine. For some reason, we can pick it up, but it's a level 50 quest, and it's for Wanderer's Palace, so that's a level 50 dungeon.
Alright, out of the way. Out of the fucking way, Pixel.
When you have the training dummies set up at the FC house, makes it really hard to practice positionals.
Yeah, I can move it to a better spot if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Although the whole yard is pretty crowded.
That's fine.
Heard we're in the same trade. You're in better shape than me, though. A mishap at the Wanderer's Palace nearly did me in, but boy was it worth it. The calamity drained near half the water from Bronze Lake, and there it was, an ancient temple of Ashan. Why is it called a palace, then? Beats me. I just went in looking for the treasure, me and my feller. It was like a dream, that's what it was like. The water hadn't done a thing. There were gold-framed mirrors, bright as the moon. We gazed upon ourselves, draped in chains of pearl, dancing on a floor of marble and malachite. Like a king and queen, me and my feller. I notice he's not with you. I imagine something bad happened to him. A daring-do adventurer like yourself wouldn't say no to a chance like that now, would you? Tell you what, go down to the docks west of Camp Bronze Lake and talk to Abazi Chirazi. Used to be a boon companion of mine. He'll ferry you to the palace.
Ashan is the wandering god. He's actually on good terms with Helena, but there's no real area that specifically worships him just due to his nature as a nomad. He doesn't favour one place or over the other.
Oh, excuse me.
There you go. And the true samurai experience.
Yay. And partner.
Dance partner plus all 3 of the big buffs from dance partner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a ways to go to pick this up. Alright.
I never noticed there was actually a visual effect for your little dance bar being filled up every time your dance partner got a critical direct hit or stuff like that.
Oh, since we're in the area, we may as well just pop one zone down to get you an aetherite as well. Because it is literally at the other side of that zone transition, just below our veil.
Cool. What was the name of the first one we picked up a minute ago? I forgot.
Zemael Darkhold.
Zemael Darkhold, right. And Zemael Darkhold and Aurum Vale
yes.
is who we're going to do.
Yeah, they'll be the last 2 dungeons in your quest log, in your dungeon log, so it'll be pretty easy to find them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're the highest level we've got at the moment. Willie Elmas.
Hello. Hail, adventurer. Wait, do not tell me. Nedrick sent you. Tell me this, adventurer. Do you know how the Aurum Vale earned its most enticing name? Well, allow me to enlighten you. The cave is rich with sulfur and mithril ore, which, through reactions with the groundwater, combine to exude golden-hued fumes. A beautiful sight. That is, until you realize the damned death clouds are burning your chest from within. If you still wish to take your life in your hands, I'll not be the one that stops you. But do try not to get killed. I've dragged enough corpses out of the Vale to last me a lifetime. Vale. I can't move. Why can't I move?
You just send the quest complete out of it.
Alright, lead me to this etherite.
Just head southeast. You will literally immediately enter a town. Ooh, the gloom's out today.
Well, this is a neat place.
Yeah, the purple glow in the sky right now is a weather unique to here called gloom. It's used for a certain fishing.
Fish.
Well, yeah, for a fish. Like, there's a few special fish that are hard to get. And unique.
A lot of fish are dependent on weather.
Yeah, weathers and times and the like.
I like the lighting effect.
Yeah, like I said,
This makes everything look cool.
gloom.
Here.
If you check on the top of your mini map, top right, there's a weather indicator.
Boss fights or like areas of dungeons will also have particular weathers. Like
Yeah.
all of the primals we fought had funny weather names in the areas.
Yeah, it's really funny sometimes. It's like, what's the weather forecast today? Oppression.
Alright, Zemael Darkhold. Seeking to utilize an existing labyrinth of natural caves, the Ishgardian House of Zemael began construction on their eponymous Darkhold near the end of the 6th Astral Era, intending it to serve as a refuge for those fleeing the flames of the Dravanian Horde. When the house's digging uncovered an entrance to the Void, allowing an army of Void sent into this realm, however, they immediately abandoned their plans and withdrew from the subterrane, sealing it off so that they might contain the otherworldly invaders within. Despite all this, the house is unwilling to relinquish its claim to the caves, and believes that if they can be cleared of the Void Scent, they might still be able to see their original plan brought to fruition. Alright, minimum item level, Zemael Darkhold, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
although I do have Yoshi P yelling music at me. There we go. Yeah, the Wandering Minstrel's in a pub down here.
Oh, nice. Oh, we have to kill toads? That makes me sad.
This and the next dungeon are the reason why
Stargate.
people hate toads in this game.
Oh, Teddy's joined the bunny call.
Our party is 3 bunnies and 1 child.
Are you wearing a bunny ear headband?
Yes.
That's cultural appropriation.
I love it.
I've made that joke before. Just wait for everyone to catch up.
I've switched from monk to samurai.
I'll grab the next pull.
Sure.
That way we can hang about in the crystal. Okay, so the crystals here will give us a defense buff.
Specifically from a, oh no, just in general. Huh.
Yep.
I thought it was from a specific source, but yeah.
Yeah, get in the crystal.
As long as you're staying the purple, as long as you're staying the purple glow, you're safe. Okay, this level is awkward.
Samurai, yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, what's worse is the worst thing is that, like, at this level I have half of my AOE rotation, but not the other half.
Yep. Don't worry, I've only got 2 of scholars and many mitigation.
We need map completion for the law.
All right, yeah. Let's check out all the areas. This place actually got cleaned up a lot. There used to be a lot more weird waiting places.
Yeah, that was a long time ago that I got cleaned up.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I don't have my single rotation either.
Oh my god! I just spotted on my hotbars. I unlocked Shirk, and because on my main character, I don't use Shirk without it being macroed. It meant that Shirk wasn't on my hotbar. But if you'll give me one quick second, I need to show you guys how Shirk ended up looking on my hotbar.
It's probably Shirk is just an upper body, so it probably was placed above some funny legs.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it when that's the arrangement on the hotbar. It looks like a funny little dance, I'm assuming.
I've just shared it. It was like, it's just the fun part is it was not intentional.
That's cute.
Okay, now we gotta stand in this glowy thingy to open the door.
The more people that are standing in the terminal, the faster it counts down. Oh, Minda, you pulled something. You're not a tank. Let me keep you alive. We're about to get burst damage from the eye. Or not. We're just good for it. That's fine too.
There it is.
The thing I kept I'm gonna say. Alright, we can probably move on to the crystal now. Or four.
No, there's another side area.
Yeah, we should get the
Danny is dying.
help. Yeah, we need to kill the soul because it's not going to follow us properly and it will keep attacking us.
Yeah, it'll only start following you once you go around a corner.
Yeah, they're ranged, so they'll keep attacking from a distance.
Trouble with that is if you're ahead of the healer and you go around the corner to pull ranged mobs, you suddenly are also out of the line of sight of the healer.
Yeah.
Minda, are you having a fun time?
Yeah.
You got the loot from there, so we might as well drag these to the crystal for the defense bonus.
You said we were clearing the map, so let's clear the map.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's not on the map yet. I didn't realize it was an area that didn't just show up on the map or on its own already.
Why went in?
So what is this all-seeing eye that keeps passing us by? What do we do with that?
It's the gimmick of it's one of the gimmicks of this dungeon. It's just a little bastard that we can't damage yet.
That's on your map now. Good.
Yeah, coming here to complete the map.
These are chocobo stables. I feel really sorry for the chocobo.
Cables inside of this cave. They don't even. They kind of refuse to go in like complex caves. So.
Going samurai was a mistake, but at least I get to show off some samurai stuff for lore.
And since you're a samurai, you have an excuse for running ahead and pulling things. It's just what samurai do.
Yeah, also, lore, if you'll notice, my samurai sword gland, I have a wooden sword.
I like that one for mine as well.
Yeah, like, I literally leveled up samurai because I realized that this was an option.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Like,
I have a little story about samurai. So Yoshi P, whenever they're doing a big announcement, likes to get in the likes to tease it by wearing T-shirts with cryptic hints. For example, for the Dark Knight, he wore a Batman T-shirt.
Yeah. Right before Dark Knight was officially announced, he started appearing in public with a Batman T-shirt. He does Dark Knight. And then, like, a month later, Dark Knight gets announced. It's like, oh, that's why he was wearing that T-shirt.
Yeah. Then for Vieira, he wore a Bugs Bunny T-shirt. But the most cryptic one so far has been a Spider-Man T-shirt for Samurai.
Well, that's not cryptic. Japanese Spider-Man.
No. It was cryptic because Samurai. The Spider-Man movies were made by Sam Raimi. Samurai.
That's obscure. That's a tortured pun.
That's a Japanese pun, is what that is.
Yep.
Samurai. Yeah.
Now we kill the all-seeing eye. I assume.
Yep. He also likes to announce classes by showing up cosplaying as them.
Yes.
You know, in the event that we just had, the Rising event, he's dressed as a Reaper because he actually wore a Reaper costume for the Reaper announcement.
He did the same for Samurai.
And for Gunbreaker.
He also just really likes Black Mage, so every now and then he just dresses up in a funny Black Mage costume.
Yep.
Yeah, his favorite job in the game is the one that changes constantly as you level it.
Yeah, Yoshi P is one of those. He even plays his own game.
Nice.
Yeah, he showed up a bunch in PvP right before one of the PvP rebalances. The one that happened to heavily favor Black Mage. But then they rolled it after.
Yeah, there's a good reason why Black Mage tends to be one of the most balanced yet effective jobs in the game.
And switch out.
Yep.
He also plays as a Lalafell.
All about pride.
There to be proud of. I'm joking.
I mean, they can be proud of not being Gridania.
That's true. There aren't very many Lalafell in Gridania. That one of the two weird elf races.
I mean, look, I joke, but like, I have a mansion in Gridania.
I'm a white mage main and I don't like the elementals. I know of their absurdities firsthand and hate those things.
Zero 0.1%. Aha, I'm level 50. I can now do my level 50 quest, which we will do next stream.
You can also unlock Red Mage.
I can also unlock Red Mage.
Random fact, the gear here is actually tradable.
The gear here is tradable because it's all super slutty.
Please pass on the axe. I was hoping to get that for my warrior.
Isn't all the gear here tradable?
Oh yeah. Well, that's the point.
Transport.
Oh, I have to click the thing.
We're just standing in the teleporter waiting for it to do something.
Yeah. I thought it was one of those loading things like we had seen earlier.
Yes, Evan, I did indeed forget something I said 5 seconds ago. I do that. I do that a lot. Frogs in this game have some of the most annoying attacks.
Yeah.
Between the tongue that drags you in, interrupting you, and the massive AoE when they leap.
Ah, you're taking a lot of damage because you have an Eva. Let me fix that. Ooh.
Yeah, that's probably why this is one of the hardest pults to.
Yeah, this little ledge here is killer.
There used to be a load of tunnels that you had no reason to go to the left, and there used to be a ledge down at the.
Take care of them. They did
Used to be
take care of that.
Yeah, there used to be a ledge down at the bottom right where there was another frog who, despite the fact that he should not have been able to see you from there, would often just aggro for no reason and then grab you with a tongue and drag you down and kill you for fall damage. It's just like the biggest.
Back when I was leveling my squadron, I always went down there for the experience.
That was back when mobs actually gave you experience.
Yeah. Honestly, though, they changed the amount of experience the dungeons give you to be about the same, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, naturally, when it first happened, there were just posts after post after post of people who weren't paying proper attention, saying, "I want all my experience back from the mobs because I'm doing this for experience. Give me the experience." Like, you're still getting it. It's just.
But you see, change bad.
Oh yes, true. I always forget about that. Yeah, what I am going to be doing for the patch content, so I don't get over leveled with my paladin, is I will be using my warrior for that content. Drag him further out of the. There we go. Oh, I had a tank in this place that was just consistently standing next to the corrupted crystals, and no matter what I said, it was just not getting through to him. Like, I checked their client language was English, so I assume they can understand English, but they just seem to just not be paying attention at all, to the point where my advice just devolved into explosions bad. The other two gave me commendations because they just found it funny.
Wish there was more to remark on in this place, but there's really not.
Well, let's just say our unveil will be a bit more eventful.
Yeah, the implication I've gathered is that it's pretty fucking hard.
It's only the first room.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
You
There is a trick to the first room, and then if we can pull it off, it'll be easy. If not,
also, if we just baby pull the first room, it'll just be smooth and easy.
Yeah. Oh, there was a fun meme video for a while, going around for a while, where it's it was La La Land, where the girls were in it were getting out of the house, dancing, getting dressed up, and it just showed the different dungeons as it was going through, and it was like Sprout's first time playing.
Oh, that's what that clip is from.
Yeah,
I remember that meme, but I never knew what the clip was from.
Yeah, and then like as they go through, their classes turn into jobs and all that, and it shows the level going up as they go through all these dungeons, and then Orenvale shows up and the car crashes that they go into.
Yeah, well, Orenvale is funny because like it literally is just the first room, and then like the whole rest of the dungeon is easy.
Yeah.
And like baby pulls are the one way to do it. The safest way is just run around the corner and just tank everything with one bullet.
Hang left, basically.
Yeah, the hang left strat, like that is far more effective. It'll be a little harder with minimum item level though, because you know.
Yeah, I really just want to do baby pull. If we're doing minimum
But, like,
level.
baby pull is like really risky though, because if one toad catches you,
baby pull and pull backward.
Oh, and you also sometimes get players who just refuse to eat.
Also, just intentionally grab the toad as one of your baby pulls early in. Don't be afraid of the toads. Take them in when you know you can take them.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, Alana. It's always cool to have you on stream.
This like mini boss is so strange because it's one of the only times that damage is really distributed in this way.
Level up. Interestingly, if you I still not gotten around to doing it for some stupid reason, but if you get the full sets of the armor from here, and while wearing them talk to the achievement certificate guy, you get achievements.
Oh,
Huh.
I never knew that. What's the achievement like? Thought me up.
There's one for each set.
Huh.
Because you've got that Colosseum set, you've got the Buccaneer set, you've got the Harlequin set.
You're just talking about from a Realm Reborn dungeons in general.
No, this dungeon.
Huh? Why specifically is it that?
I don't know. It's probably also why they're tradable.
Oh, hi, Skeleman.
Yeah.
If only this dungeon synced 2 levels higher, I'd at least have one of my better kit buttons.
Well, it does sync 2 levels higher. We're just not doing
2
that.
levels higher than this.
Ah.
Yeah, my favorite thing to ever come out of my 2 favorite things to ever come out of He-Man is that one meme picture where Skeletor is holding opera glasses with olives in them and going, "I have no interest in being polite or heterosexual," and the bit where Skeletor goes, "I don't want to feel nice, I want to feel evil." Nah, like barely touched.
That's an actual quote, I believe.
Yes, that's from the Christmas episode. Like, what is this strange feeling? Yes, you feel nice. I don't want to feel nice. I want to feel evil.
Why'd you chicken out at the last second? You could have taken that.
So it's kind of low health, and there we go. Oh, I didn't realize that actually. I thought it all had to be in one go. I didn't realize you could.
I think that there's like a little. You do, but there's like a little bit of mercy.
Basically,
okay.
Yeah. It's like you went out and in fast enough.
But it does also complete faster the more people are in it.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't get, and they'll all stand outside and just wait.
And watch the one person that's gone in explode 3 times.
Yeah.
Been through that a lot.
It's so interesting doing a Realm Reborn dungeons and just seeing all this antiquated stuff.
And it's stuff that we take for granted, but when we explain it to lore, it's an entirely new perspective.
They're really experimental in a Realm Reborn. Like, I think they really wanted each dungeon to feel unique, like as unique as possible.
Yeah, I just do a ton of roulettes all the time, so like none of this stuff is like nostalgic for me. It's just like, oh yeah, I was here last Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, like
Yeah.
I get these pretty often too, but it's just like it's not so much nostalgia. It's just like, yeah, they certainly were like trying things.
Yeah, like I said, it's stuff that we take for granted now because we're so used to this. But when we really think about it, while explaining it to lore, it's just like, oh yeah, that is an unusual thing.
Oh, what's this big boy?
Oh yeah, dressed like a pirate days, the Buccaneer set. Nice. A troll. Okay, we've got to break the corrupted crystal, so otherwise he's invincible.
Oh, he chose me as his next victim. Uh-oh.
He makes line AoEs at the person he picks.
I'm glad that you were like, yeah, I'm going to bait it away from people. You have a good gamer intuition in that sense.
I actually walked right up to you as I was trying to get away from it and realized that I was drawing him to the healer.
I was complimenting you to cover it up. Don't bring attention to it. Good gamer intuition.
Hey, the kick.
Oh, shit. Danny and I need healing bad.
I'll get it for you. You said Danny. Funny. I'm the healer.
No, saying that.
I said Danny and I need healing.
Oh, okay.
I still had half health. I can take a bit of beating.
Oh, it's the other person. Oops.
I'm the funny line AoE guy. Oh,
he's going to put puddles of pitch on the ground. Naturally, don't walk into them. They explode if you touch them. They're basically like mines.
You got hit by those cleave, that's why you lost so much health, by the way. You don't want to stand in about the same direction.
Fuck.
Yeah. That little terror that you just had was adorable. Nope, last crystal time.
Only
Why
because
you don't stand in front of the ball?
crystal from here.
Oh, great. He's chosen me, so I'm going to run in circles and draw his attention away.
We got it. I'll look here. There's the pitch.
And purple.
Yeah, they will keep exploding the longer you stay in them.
I'm gonna keep my distance from the boss because, yeah.
The LB because I want to. And it'll look really good when we do the group picture.
Ah, you just stopped attacking until then. Fair enough. Level 50.
Well, standing right in front of one of these corrupted crystals would actually make a great photo. Like right where Lore already is.
True that.
Not a bad idea.
Got an LB animation for your G pose.
Yeah.
Now also, since you'll be getting a screenshot war, you'll be able to notice this. It's hard to tell during the animation because it's so quick, but during the melee LB, you just pull out the Buster Sword. Like it's literally the Buster Sword.
I'm not pointed the right direction. Hang on. Or Denny's probably already in the G-pose menu. Never mind. And I'm going to bring my HUD back just to cover up Minda, so I don't have to look at him. I think this is where I want to stop for today.
That sounds good.
Can I get rid of massive blow? Nope.
While you're in there, do try to get like one good screen cap of just like the Buster Sword from.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, another trick I noticed is that like the glow disappears while you're moving the camera. So like
yeah,
if you
but so does the sword.
What?
Yeah, the sword is part of the particle effects
Oh,
and
the sword
disappears.
is part of particle effects? Okay, that's interesting.
Excuse me.
And these fairy is just like phasing in and out of lore on my screen.
Yeah, on mine too.
Ooh, how is this one?
Is it
This is
So why are you wearing rabbit face, Teddy?
How's that one?
Oh, that's amazing.
That looks really cool. That looks really cool.
Yeah, and you can really tell that it is the Buster Sword. It has like the material.
I love that I'm throwing Minda.
Go, my minion! Destroy them all!
And Minda, I choose you. It's actually, see, now this is like, I mean, like, you gotta go for Gorilla for the clicks, but this.
I'll just share this one.
No, I decided earlier that I was going to use the pose we took in Garuda, but this, I might use this instead.
I've just shared it with everyone.
That's a very dynamic pose with me throwing Minda.
Yeah. I'm pretty much covered up. I don't really care. I like how it came out.
Yeah, that came out really well, Danny. Nice work.
I also grabbed a few just for the hell of it.
Yeah, it's there. You get to do it's. I'll let you do the LBs later, but I just wanted to do it time because the melee LB is amazing.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, and like, plus I knew it would be a great shot if we, if I just cheesed the animation like that.
There is a dungeon where we will be able to use Limit Break 3, and we are gonna have you use that.
Yeah, definitely.
And perhaps also Limit Break 2 in the
I
same
look
one.
forward to it. I'll look forward to that.
Definitely.
Alright, I'm going to teleport to Mist so I can drop off Pixel. And then we're going to call it for today.
Yeah.
How was that, Danny? Happy birthday.
Thanks. It's been a good name day.
Congratulations on Born.
Teddy, do you want to hand me the axe over at the Mist?
You still think you're getting the axe?
Well, depends on definition. Hopefully I'm not getting fired. Just like,
Happy birthday, you're fired. Imagine if that was your severance package at a workplace. Like if it was like, you know, if it was like a mutual thing where it's just like, yeah, you're going to move on to another job, or, you know, you're moving away so we're firing you so you can have unemployment. And they just give you like a big old axe as like a severance package.
Like, we're giving you the axe.
Here's your severance package so you can sever some packages.
Oh god, scary.
Thank you, Belena.
And now to the gold saucer.
That sounds like something from a medieval fantasy thing, though, like relieving someone of service by giving them the axe. Handing them a big old axe.
I'm going to...
You could say that they got axed.
I'll do the rising event on this character now.
Let me ask you a question. Alright, I still think I've checked my jumbo catch pot yet.
I have an alarm set for 10:30 every Saturday to check the jumbo cacti.
I'm at work a lot of
so
those
I get
times.
The bonus.
Where is it that you pick up the Red Mage quest from again? I'm pretty sure it's
in Ulda.
It's Ulda.
Yeah.
It's near the
near the board.
It's near the Sapphire
Avenue. Okay.
Sapphire Avenue.
I knew it was Ulda. I was just trying to remember whereabouts.
Yeah, it's like just down the road from the Sapphire. What's it called? Sapphire Avenue Exchange.
Yeah. Which makes sense because I remember how the plot there starts. I just didn't remember where it was picked up.
So yeah, that's a couple things for Lore to do at the start of the next stream. Is the end of the Mage quest and the start of the Red Mage quest.
Hey Lore, before you log out, I have a glamour to show you.
Oh, sure. Should I come to you? Or
I'm
you
coming
come to
towards
me?
you. Don't worry.
Every time.
Oh, hey, Catra Odora in the Eris outfit. Catra Odora is the character's name.
Somebody's a fan of She-Ra.
Ah, Rally Ho, Teddy.
Oh yeah, rally ho here.
Well, lally her.
Rally ho. There you go. Give you a rally ho.
Lally her.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's where we're going to end the stream for now. I'm going to go get some medicine and export this for YouTube. If there's time after it finishes exporting, I'm going to play some Soul Hackers 2 tonight. If not... Oh, you actually used a Lally Ho emote.
Yep.
Nice.
Lally her.
If I have the time tonight, I'm going to play some Soul Hackers 2. If not, it'll be a couple days because I'm going to be live blogging the next couple days because it's the end of the month. And I've given up on trying to do it throughout the month. I'm just doing it at the end of the month as my scheduled time. But yeah, that'll be it for today. So thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you guys next time.